I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
I feel like shit.
Monday, happy days. Wednesday, happy days.
It's just one of those happy days.
The weekend comes.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is every place sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet,
Just knock it off, you scum bucket.
it's just one of those days. It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those days.
The weekend comes. But not the ones ready to escape.
It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the bloodstain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better you, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just,
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about you.
Happy days.
It's just one of those,
Happy days.
it's just one of those days.
The weekend comes. But not the ones ready to escape.
I feel like shit. My suggestion is to keep your distance. Right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
Something's happening to the farm.
And if my day keeps going this way, I just might. I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games. Give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
So come and get it.
Hello there.
Howdy.
That was low. That was a real low howdy, but it will count. So,
It wasn't Alex level howdy.
I ain't
not
Alex.
really-
I ain't gonna like blow people's eardrums out like that.
Not gonna screw
Oh,
you.
looking to
people.
create a superior howdy in its way it was different, you say?
Well, we all know that Alex is the worst human being ever.
Oh,
Man, that guy.
okay. I see it. I see, people have said hi. Hi to Chris and Naomi. And,
Hello.
Ninja and Bob and Patrick and everybody. Hello to everyone.
Hi, Chris.
A lot of
Hi,
friendly
Naomi.
people.
See, I wonder if that Mert guy from yesterday is in the chat again.
Are you thinking about giving him a wrench?
No, I'm just wondering if he's actually there again. Because he said, yeah, I'm here all the
He's a
time.
repeat customer. Yeah.
Well, he said he's here all the time. People do that, though. Not a big deal. However, there are plenty of other things. Plenty of other things we could be going on about. And it's not a big deal if he's not. No reason to give a man sheet. So,
Oh, somebody said, hey, Rainmaker, so he's out there. Rainmaker, shame on you.
You're blaming Rainmaker for this?
Oh man, I'm blaming Rainmaker for last night. I was like, man,
I'm playing video games. It's easy to blame Rainmaker. It's easy to blame anybody playing video games. But
but he
Blame
did the
him for
hold my
what?
beer moment.
The hack.
Well, he did the hold my beer moment. Well, no, not the hacking part. That was that one guy, but no,
Rainmaker claimed he had never been
He never
killed
died.
on the game.
yeah,
and
he did all his measures.
We did keep that tradition alive, but the reason that Rainmaker has never been killed on the game is because everybody goes and
Else
saves
died.
him.
Everybody
Yes.
else died.
That is how he never dies in the game. Everyone always revives him.
Yeah.
So,
And then
That's what we learned.
Yeah.
Hey, that
He's
too.
running sympathy hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Sympathy hacks, you
Yeah,
say?
everyone feels the need to malady him.
Oh,
Man, tipping the top hat. Good morning to you.
Oh, he did die once. Akujin ran him over with a horse.
I didn't run him over with the horse.
I thought Akujin got ran over by him.
I did.
We were almost done with the mission and would never have to do it again. And Akujin ran over Rain for no reason. And
I
that
thought
ended
You know
that.
what was fucked up as a.
I thought he
as an
was
observer.
invincible.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought
as
this
an
was
observer-
America.
we
Wasn't
told
this
you it was
America?
invincible.
You all need to watch some of Akujin's streams there because they're gold. I mean, last night watching these guys, and I mean, they went at it. They were not going to give up. They were out of bullets. They were throwing fucking sticks and rocks to get this guy. And then the guy that they're looking for, the NPC, he comes riding in on his wagon, screaming, "Yeah!" And he goes,
Oh, yeah.
goes right off the road, hits a tree.
After like an hour of trying to do this and failing, we finally declared victory because for some reason the NPC broke and came barreling into the screen and crashed into a tree and just the carriage somersault. It was goofy.
He didn't want to
But
do
he
it
died,
for another
so-
hour.
Yeah, we just picked him up and took him in. Like we never touched him.
At that stage, well, I was watching. You guys are having to like pull body parts away just to get to the guy. I'm like, man, this is fucked.
There were a lot of bodies.
There was
We were
agonies.
trying.
Just listening to you guys, just what the actual fuck? Yeah, it was good stuff.
There was a brief debate on whether or not we should do it, but we all quickly were like, we have been.
Well, I
here
think
for
it's
about a
funny.
month.
Just observing, I've discovered that with video games, you're just kind of like that person that just like pushes a button, says quest time, boom, and you're already halfway down the road before anybody else even knows what the hell's going on.
Oh yeah, I just do it. If I got time to play, I got time to play.
he's like we're halfway done. Come on, guys. Akujin and Vamp are sitting there going, "Fuck you! I'm still trying to buy supplies."
Akujin does fashion show. It's fun.
Fashion is important.
Fashion is important. in
Hey, and there's
everything.
Kaylin, the famous bra burner.
She burned her bra.
Yeah, she was burning all of them. She was going off last night.
She attempted to burn somebody else's.
Oh, she burned somebody else's bra? Oh my god.
That's illegal. Now that you can't do. You cannot burn other people's bras.
Les says that he loves my streams, but really all he does is come around and shit on me for
But
3
see,
hours.
that is why I'm so nice to you on the show, though. See, I balance my dickiness where I'm just like, well, cool, I'm
It's
all
like
nice
I have to put
Akujin
up
on
with
the
this
show.
motherfucker on his show, but not now. Now I'm in the chat.
Not
Fuck
now.
him.
I'm like, oh, it's the Wild West at that stage, man. It's the Wild fucking West. I'm like, look at this guy, fucking Mr. Peanut walking around in his top hat and shit. It's
Dude,
all
I
good.
look fucking amazing in that top hat.
That is the best outfit you've got. You get that, and you get that Dr. Herb eye going. You're good.
He's fucked up with all that gimmick infringement, isn't he?
Oh man.
It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
he stole. I was trying to. Somebody was. I think was it Patrick that I was talking to last. Somebody was going, and it was like, no. Somebody was arguing with you, so it must have been somebody in the chat. And you're like, no. And I was like, no. Tonka lost. Tonka's had a glass eye for what's the lore now? For a while, a few years.
Oh,
At least
the year.
5 years.
Crucial Bunny gave to him and said, "This is what happens when you don't have a crucial gunman."
This is accurate.
Is this true? Oh, this is accurate. Okay. I didn't know if you would
Crucial is-
find that to be true.
He's my right hand rabbit.
Right hand rabbit. That sounds.
Sounds different,
He's the best
Never
stick up
mind.
gangster bunny this side of the Mississippi.
man. I just watch you guys get drunk inside your tavern and slap each other and then have a hug fest after.
He does get a little slappy, especially when he's been drinking.
You've been drinking some of that moonshine. Speaking of bras, there's Bella too. She doesn't need any because aliens have attacked her, taken them, kidnapped her boobs.
She is the burniest of the bra burners, isn't what
Yeah.
you're saying?
we're down to that stuff like making tinfoil cones and wearing them.
Oh,
It's one of them things.
tinfoil cone. Oh yeah, the tinfoil cone idea. There are worse ideas. There are
I thought
better
so.
ones, but there are also way worse ones than tinfoil. Oops. I don't know. I don't prefer them though.
See, now
But-
I was asking Akujin, or I was asking Tonka before the show there, Akujin, how late did you guys go last night? Because when he took off for his shower, that's the last thing I remember. When he said, I'm going to take a break here for a minute and get cleaned up. And that's the last thing I remember. How long did you guys go after that?
A year.
We went for like another half an hour. And
Oh, okay, not long then.
Going
Yeah.
for a year.
Then everyone started going to bed because they
Gotcha.
realized Togo wasn't coming back.
Tonka's like that.
Well,
that
when I got
meme
back, there were
father
like
figure.
2 people, and I was like, okay, I guess they're off. And then I went on and did things. There was not a lot of time between that shit and when I had to get up and go do shit. And now everyone has gone silent. Well, fuck everybody too, you know. Actually, I'll go.
I'm eating
down
lunch.
that path. Fuck it.
I was going to sit there and say that everybody's giving you the reputation of that guy that, like, yeah, I'll be right back, and takes off, and everybody sees him tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
see
you
you
wait till
tomorrow.
he gets a phone call.
Yeah, see, that's the phone
went
call. That's
sane
one
for a
that
week.
clued me in. Everybody's like,
I
bye.
get like 4 or 5 phone calls through the show. Creepy. The rain face he made there. But this is library.
Oh.
This is library reference is one of my favorites of all the little videos I've ever seen on the internet. There's gonna be terrible incoming. Not necessarily terrible. Talking about terrible people and things happening to them incoming. But you remember the old videos that would circulate, the old video, like before things could be really intentionally viral.
Right.
You mean
Back when
newspapers?
things were unintentionally viral.
Yeah, they accidentally just happened, and somebody was like, hey, that's neat.
That kind of thing. You
You mean
remember
like
that?
the Spanish flu?
I remember that gig.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
not quite that old. Not quite that old.
not going back that far.
And
exactly,
not
but
not that dark.
I was thinking, I don't know, do you like the lady falling out of the grape bucket? You remember
Yeah.
that? She was stomping in the grape bucket, and then she fell. She said, "Ow," really funny, and people loved it.
Ow.
And that was that.
I feel like
You
I
know?
need a refresher on this.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't remember what you're talking about. Maybe
What?
because of my lack of sleep. But,
Fucking okay.
Man,
Fine.
this is what happens when you stay up all day.
Type
and all
in
night
"grape
playing
bucket
Cowboys.
lady."
Great bucket lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be sufficient to bring her up on the screen, and I think we're allowed to watch it. But I feel very bad for this woman.
Alright. Trump's missus came up.
Okay, that's
That's a different bucket that she fell out of.
Oh, you said grape bucket.
Yes.
oh
The other fruit. The other fruit.
This dude. Rain's talking about titties falling off. That sounds horrific. Actually, that's leprosy. That person needs help.
That's somebody made out of guacamole. Oh, Caitlin's she's having a hot pocket for lunch.
She is a hot pocket.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
got
this
that
one.
first right here.
Right, I
Remember
do
that one?
remember this now.
See, good times.
Stumpy,
Squishy, squishy going on.
Stumpy, Stumpy.
Making some wine.
It doesn't seem like Akujin.
Death to all grapes.
Have you seen this, Akujin?
Yeah, I've seen this. Everyone's seen this. I just forgot that
Okay,
I'd seen
that's
this.
what I meant. You have to have the volume up for the people because the meme is the noise. Okay, see, you laugh.
Yeah.
Do you know how hurt she was?
It's different with the volume, because I can hear how hurt she is.
Yes!
You've never
heard the volume?
International
Your mishaps.
cruise, having wine tours and tastings, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day.
You've never
Stop.
seen this.
Oh, stop!
I mean, with the sound.
I can't. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. I can't breathe. Stop. Oh, no.
Oh no!
They do the oh no, and just whatever. She broke everything. Okay, she fucking
She fucked herself up, huh?
No, it was very bad. Like her arm, she broke ribs. Her fucking collarbone, everything. She was fucked. Now, if you watch the fall, what happened here is the way that she fell. Her knee catches the end of it, so she's just plummeting at that angle down on her face. There's no knee to save her. Nothing can save her. She's going straight down, hard, fast, at that angle. She's screwed. And she broke everything. Like, watch how she falls, and you can tell how bad it is. If you watch it fast, you're like, well, damn, that didn't seem that bad. But if you watch how this plays out, it's like, oh yeah, she got fucked. You'll see her knee catch.
Vineyard tours,
platform,
seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop.
This he keeps the volume up.
Oh, stop.
Oh!
Boom.
She was screwed.
And the
I
thing is,
said knee. I meant like the lower knee.
Oh yeah,
Like she gets her hands down there, but look at that angle. She is so screwed.
I've seen this firsthand in the past couple of months, trying to learn how to walk on that limb.
But look at how
Times I've done that, I've been like, oh, we're going.
Look at the arms though. Like she's got the arms pointed straight down. They're going to absorb all the weight, like she's screwed. Everything she's doing, she's screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. Sad day. That's a sad day. That looks like it hurts really bad. Just the way she crunches in, if you watch it, just bad.
Make it stop!
I was talking about these kind of videos.
Yep, I remember those.
I don't necessarily mean this one because
It's the
injuries and such, but a much more pleasant time for videos.
Like the Jedi lightsaber kid.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Wait, that had a bad story too. Never mind. I remember.
Yeah, he kind of
bad ending there.
That's one thing about a lot of those people from back in those videos. A lot of them ended up having to be haunted by that later in life.
Fuck. I don't know if we got any good stories of these, but anyway, they were more lighthearted. All right? That's all I'm saying. McGruff, you are wrong. I am not taking that bump. We are not doing any of that arm breaking gimmick she did where she just puts her hands down and flings herself at the ground. No. But I'll take shit that looks crazier than that. But that's the thing. The shit that will hurt you It doesn't necessarily look as crazy as the shit you can get away with.
Nope, I agree.
You would be surprised. But hold on. Jabber's is saying she's a hero. She saved the people a lot in legal fees. Workman's comp covered her. Well, yeah, she probably could have eaten these people alive on this being unsafe, because I have a feeling it's kind of unsafe.
Yeah. Hey, let's
I
put these
have
buckets that
a
you
feeling.
can stand in, and let's put them on scaffolding.
Yeah, I have a feeling that we could get a health professional around here and take a little look-see. And this is not exactly going to be on the up and up.
I think this was back in the days when people used to accept that certain jobs had inherent hazards.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was down
would
without
die.
having.
It was a different time-ish, but only ish. Like, this is back in, like, the early 2000s, late 90s,
Yeah.
maybe.
It was on the cusp of becoming not
Ish.
that time anymore.
But, yeah, she's,
This is back when the world was recuperating from Y2K.
getting beat up.
People are
Getting
getting
beat
fucked
up right
making,
there.
making wine.
There was one...
No, Liz, too soon.
No. There was one that has crossed my path again recently. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Uh-oh.
No, we looked at this one, and we will get to the thing on the show. But again, I always have to talk myself into it, and it takes a certain period of time to do it. And I'm going to use a horrible internet video in order to get myself there today, because that's what you do when you're being reasonable with yourself. You're like, look, here's a funny, goofy fucking video.
You gotta
Are
kind
you
of
in a
steel
good
yourself
mood?
up.
Yeah, that. Okay. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched a bit of it, but I remembered it, and I think it I don't know, maybe this one has a horrible, awful story behind it too.
They all do.
They all do. But at least there's something we can do with this one. It's something, okay? So, you guys deal with me for a second, and I'll deal with the fucking topic about the goddamn Lemonstand closing here in a minute. Just entertain me for a minute. I'll entertain you, but let me get there. Help me get there.
Help me help you.
That.
There we go. You ever notice that though? They could do like the behind the meme. Remember how behind the music you're like, oh hey, yeah, I remember that band, and then you do
Behind the meme would be a
music, and
bad show.
They'd be talking about how this.
All of the stories are
Yeah.
bad. They always end up being really bad.
You're like, wow, okay.
Oh, you can skip their arena they did on MS Paint if you want. It's fine. They're not important to the story. This very old video. Okay. So you're going to need to turn this up. And we can probably show this behind the fence for everybody and have a good see, I almost wish that one, I don't know, if Blossom were here, I almost feel like she would be trying to do what they're doing. But go ahead, press play, and we can enjoy some culture. This is culture.
Top tier.
Midwestern, yes. I believe Iowa. Why do you do this?
I was like, I was having a
Why do you do
flashback
this? You're producing the shit out of it. Okay, so I want to get Blossom the corn hat.
Freddie? Freddie! Fred! Ah! I think I see him. He's right over here.
He seemed normal.
Oh,
Hold on, pause. Pause. We will get to him in a moment. So,
wow!
this is a pig calling contest, and the man with the corn crown,
He's the
like,
chief.
Blossom needs that shit.
Oh no, I concur. That hat was fucking fantastic.
She's got to get the corn crown.
Wear it for the
definitely.
next corn boil.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
I'm down for it.
I will get it.
We gotta see
Just
what-
find it.
Well,
Yep,
the
I'm gonna
corn
have to
boil,
see.
it's an annual event, right? So everywhere there should be a
Where-
corn
I
king
think
and
she should
queen.
make it like tri-monthly. I don't know. We need more
Like
corn
quarterly
boils.
corn.
Yeah, quarterly corn. There you go. But here we have our second contestant. But what did you make of the first contestant? Give him a 1 through a 5 rating.
Oh, definitely 4.
He's getting 4 stars.
Yeah, because
Not
I'd give
bad.
him 5, but I have a feeling that he had to do some kind of drugs to get to that point originally.
I like the Corn King's effort. He is the first guy out there, so I mean you don't want to immediately blow your load on the star
No.
ratings here.
But yeah,
I'm trying to be pig calling Meltzer
Generous.
for a moment here, but I think he should get a 4. I think a 4 is good. Akujin, do you give the man a 4? If you're a pig, are you going over there?
Oh, I'm 100% going over to see what all this is about.
there you go.
I want to know how he knows my name was Fred. Because all
Man,
I ever
see,
said to
that's
him
what
was
threw
oink.
me that threw me the fuck off when he started calling for Fred. I was like, no. It was like a flashback to the dead camp. in
Fred
87.
did kind of throw it off with the Fred by making it so personal. You
Yeah.
know? But yeah, I think that's what holds him back from that perfect 5-star quality.
I could see him being around 6 or 5, though. I could see him getting there.
Get a little bit more polished.
You think he could get a 6 out of 5?
Drop the Fred gimmick.
This sixth round. 6th or 5th round. Getting
6
right-
stars out of 5. Get the
No,
fuck-
6 stocks out of 5.
don't worry.
It hasn't. You were talking about bare knuckle, but it doesn't count. We're not going in any extra rounds. It's stars, like Dave Meltzer, the very stuck-up journalist. But it's fine. I got your reference. I'm ready for
Saying
contestant
he
2.
could get to the finals.
Oh, you would see him
Yeah,
getting
but-
to the finals. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead then. Go on then.
Come on, pig. Piggy. Come on, piggy. See?
Whoa! This is a horror movie.
Oh, see?
Pause. Wow,
Wait,
round
wait,
of
wait,
applause.
wait, wait.
Pause real
We're-
quick here.
We're not educated. These people know something that we don't. 'Cause they just,
Well, I mean, obviously he was doing some very advanced techniques there.
that's some pro shit level.
I
there,
mean,
man.
that sounded like a horror movie.
That sounded like fucking, yeah, we're waiting for Leatherface to come around the corner.
Was that good? That was scary.
Hey, it's Dave.
I'm just like, wow.
Like, that was scary as shit.
I don't know what we do with that.
If I heard that in the dark, I would be, I'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
Out.
Go back. Play that bit again with the
The pork rinds in my stomach kind of move.
yeah, the sideways, like he's pushing his nose, and
That's advanced technique right there.
Yeah, he's going in. He's serious.
He's rooting for truffles.
Ah!
grudge
Holy
pig comes
shit.
to get you.
Oh,
You know-
shit!
You know, somewhere somebody's like, Jesus Christ, the ring race have escaped. Fucking. And just, man.
Gadfly gave 2 and said those were his own noises. Why why would you
Oh.
say this to me? I didn't do anything to you. What?
It's a way to clear a line at Bed Bath and Beyond.
Wow, bro.
AG through
Wow.
2 to say those were his own noises.
I just said that.
Am I in a world
And
of
then
deja
gave out
vu?
about it. But it's okay. So what do you rate the second contestant? I don't know about this one.
Hang on a second. I have to get in the group for $2. American Gadfly says those were his own noises.
Oh God.
So I had to be part of the group.
You don't want to be left out. That is fair.
Exactly. I was feeling bad. You know what? I think that we scored the first guy wrong. We'll have to come back to him, obviously. But I think we need
There's
to go
a
to 1 to
lot going
10.
on, yeah.
Yeah, we got to go 1 to 10 with this because this guy, like you said, he's doing like facial adjustments. He's altering his nasal cavity. You know.
Okay.
So,
So
I
is
mean,
this
I-
guy
I'm gonna
above
go-
the last guy?
Well, I don't know yet.
Did he defeat the Corn King?
Well, these people in the audience obviously were very impressed. They were
They
clapping.
popped. The
They
audience
did.
popped. They were for it.
He got a reaction. So I mean, you know, that's good.
Um,
I'm gonna give this guy a 7 out of 10 right now. I think that's a fair assessment. I don't know yet. I'm a rookie at this.
all right. What would you regrade the other guy to?
Damn, I don't know. Corn King, you know, he had a lot visually going on, but I just don't know if his audio was there. Especially, like I said, the Fred gimmick kind of just lets it down. You know, this guy said, "Come here, pig," but at least, you know, he was talking about the pig. He wasn't naming it.
Generally, pig. Yeah.
Yeah, he doxed that corn guy doxed a pig. You know, we know there's a pig out there named Frank. I don't know.
That is fucking. That's true. He's a dog.
So I say we drop him to a 6 right now.
Okay, so this guy, you have him above.
I do.
The Corn
I think
King.
yeah. I think yeah. Unless Corn King has a round 2 and he comes back strong, this guy's got it so far.
Okay. What say you, Akujin? Does this man defeat the Corn King? Is this the new person taking the lead?
No, I disagree. I'm going completely the other way on it.
Okay, so what are you seeing?
As a person of ancient pig heritage, of pig descent, there is no way I'm coming to this guy. All right,
Why? What do you do?
That's horrific. That's fucking the grudge pig. I mean, I'm gonna come check out the other guy, like see what's up. You know,
You got a point. I mean, he
But
is kind of scared.
there's no way.
Yeah.
I'm coming to
You're not
this
gonna
guy
hear him.
when he starts that shit.
You know the axe is coming.
Okay.
So what do you rate him?
Yeah, so
Scale
where
1 to
does
10.
where does he catch in to all this? Oh, by the way, greetings to JB on his lunch break. Gadfly.
Hello.
Not Gadfly, but Krubu had thrown 2 to say Gadfly threw 2 to say those are his own noises. I hate this.
Oh,
and
here we go.
Jabbers has said for 5 that Krubu gave 2 to say American Gadfly gave 2 to say those were Hisbo noises. Hisbo noises. Okay, Hisbos. That has to be a thing. Like Lesbos, remember that? Okay,
Oh.
now we need Hisbos. What are Hisbos? Chat, hit me. We need this. What is a Hisbo?
I think that guy's noise.
I
was
think
the sound
this
of a
guy.
Hisbo.
Is it anybody that goes to an Akujin stream?
It could be.
Wow.
It could be.
Oh, Hisbos has to be a thing. Come on.
Yeah. I think that's yeah. It's like gang. Now it's Hisbos. There you go.
Ah, fuck.
That's fine.
Hisbos.
Crucial Bunny threw 2 to say. Gadfly gave 2 to say those were his. And then Water Jabbers gave 5. So Crucial Bunny gave 2 to say American Gadfly gave 2 to say those were his boat noises.
You see this motherfucker?
I know. I feel left out.
You see what he's doing?
For $2, Crucial Bunny says Gadfly gave 2 to say those were his own noises.
Ah, you gotta stretch out the thing where the van comes in. It's coming in out of a warp. But
Water Jabbers for $5 says Crucial Bunny gave 2 to say American Gadfly gave 2 to say those were his Hisbo noises, because Hisbo's a thing now.
Ben C threw 5 to break the chain to say sounds like the Ethan Ralph mating call. I don't know about that one. That sounds like a fucking horror movie to me. To me, he sounds like a creature in the woods. I border on giving it a 5 out of 10 because I could see how it could work, but that was freaky.
It was freaky, but I mean, I'm telling you right now, unless these people are children of the corn that are out there in the audience, and they could be, they know something.
I mean,
with the corn master, but
he's wearing those fancy Oakleys. He could be like the quarterback for the local football team.
Yeah.
Something like that. Who knows? The crowd could be wrong here. I mean, they popped.
They did.
We shall see. We shall see. Continue! Wait, what rating did you give him, Akujin?
Out
of 10.
I would give him a 3 out of 10. I think that was absolutely horrific.
Wow!
He came at this motherfucker with a knife, didn't he?
Akujin's throwing him at the bottom. Akujin's throwing him at the fucking bottom of the barrel.
He threw him in the pig pen in the muck.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Okay, Akujin. I hear you. Hit me with this, sir. Now, the one before, does this change anything about your rating for Cornman? Where is he at?
Oh, he's still great. Cornman is where it's at. Cornman is low.
Now that we have upped it to 10 instead of 5, where would you put him?
Cornman? Oh, at least an 8.
Wow.
Wait, I'll give him an 8.5 because compared to, the pig show, the pig horror show.
8.5 even. 1.5 off from being perfect. Okay, I had him at about a 7, maybe 7.5. I don't. But again, I mean, what is that? Like a point off from a pig call? Like, oh dear God.
See,
All right.
I'm gonna go 6 with this guy right now. The corn guy, because I mean this pig guy.
6 for the corn guy. Okay.
Yeah, cornhead gets 6 at the moment.
All right, he's breaking from the pack right now. Speaking of breaking from the pack. Let's go back to hell real quick. Water Jabbers gave 5 to say. Ben C gave 5 to say. Sounds like Ethan Ralph mating call. Gadfly gave 5 to say. Krubu gave 2 to say. Water Jabbers gave 2 to say. American Gadfly gave 2 to say. Those were his noises.
Okay. Are you going to get the super chats real quick there, Akujin?
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of being mean. Awesome. But Water Jabbers gave 5 to say. Ben C gave 5 to say sounds like Ethan Ralph mating call. And then American Gadfly gave 5 to say. Krubu gave 2 to say. Water Jabbers gave 2 to say. American Gadfly gave 2 to say those were his own noises.
And just because I rarely see Water Jabbers type in all caps, so you know he was pissed.
Bunch of Hisbos out there for real.
Yeah. He said, "Stop fucking up the joke, Ben C." So to get things mellow with Water Jabbers again for $5, Water Jabbers says Ben C gave 5 to say sounds like the Ethan Ralph mating call. Followed up by $5 from American Gadfly that says Krubu gave 2 to say Water Jabbers gave 2 to say American Gadfly gave 2 to say those were his noises. Okay, we're caught up.
We good?
I think we're good. Bring on the next connected.
3.
So I've actually grew up in this city, but I actually studied this and watched it, so we'll see how well I do today.
Oh, wow. Oh.
You beatboxer.
That's a fucking pig beatbox. Holy fuck.
Oh, wow. Pause.
Yeah, did you hear that?
That's a hell of a pop.
Did you hear that?
That was kind of a pop.
Education is
See what-
important, kids.
This crowd was about that life. They like this guy, and I'll be honest, I think he did better
He fucking
than the last guy.
He had the hand movement thing. He had the whole thing at the beginning where he was raising his fist in the air. Pig power.
His like squeal thing, it wasn't horrifying.
No, it wasn't over the top, was it?
Scary. Like
It
this
wasn't
guy, I think he got. I will give this lad. I will give him an 8.
See, I'm with you. I'll go 8. I think he did better than the other pig guy.
This young man gets an 8. I think he did a good job. Are you saying 8 too?
I think an 8. I mean, he definitely did better than the
Oh.
other. It's not just the audience that's cueing me in on that. I mean, like this guy said, he prefaced his whole routine with, I studied this, and it shows.
He's a
Man,
pigologist.
He's
a student of the game, if you will.
Yeah. I mean,
The hardest to please on the pig judging table here, the Simon Cowell of pig squeals. Akujin, what do you say about this guy?
I would give him a 6 out of 10. I mean, I'd give him a 7 out of 10. He's obviously a well-educated individual who's spent his life pursuing a career that fulfills him in his own special way. So, kudos for that. And, I think he came out, he gave it his best.
But he's not touching Cornman yet?
No.
He's not there.
Cornman win.
Cornman is still at the top of the food chain for you. They're very close for me, but I do see this guy edging out for the victory. But American Gadfly throws 5, says, these calls become offensive while I'm taking a shower.
I could see that.
Yeah. And Rain has thrown in 5. He says, American Gadfly gave 5 to say, Jabbers gave 5 to say, Krubu gave 2 to say, American Gadfly gave 2 to say. Those are his noises. Dr. Herb threw 2 and said, shut up, Rain.
Doc's
He
like,
said, shut up, Rain.
Doc's like, I ain't got time for this shit.
Wow. Wow. Cut down in the prime of meme.
Serious.
Poor Rain. We do have other contestants, but where are you putting this guy, Akujin? What number you give him out of 10? What does he land for you?
7, yeah.
About a 7.
A 7? Okay. Bring on the next one.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Can we take a preemptive pause? Okay, so she wasn't even on the microphone there.
She's
for a
like,
second.
fuck, I don't even need a mic.
There was a certain point in time where she just she dipped from the mic and she was just looking at someone else who was just making these faces.
She dipped from reality. She was all busy looking at her husband. Wait till we get home tonight. It was on.
Order
Oh
to
God,
call the pig. I'm the pig.
You have to become the pig.
dude. She went in. She
went ham.
She went for
She
it.
went ham.
This is pigzession right here. Woman is possessed.
Fucking Hisbo. Water Jabbers gave 2 to say. Dr. Irv gave 2 to say, shut up, Ray. And Patrick gave 2 to say, keep doing it, Rain. You people are crazy. And the super chats are going. They are about the chat now. The chat is super chatting to its. Well, with the exception of the meme, but the meme has led to the chat super chatting toward
Itself.
one another.
Yeah.
But I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, they obviously acknowledge we're very busy in the middle of judging a very serious competition. Exactly, Les, you see. We had to take a pause in the middle of this young lady's performance because it's too much. I needed a moment. She's
going ham.
Had to readjust, make sure that she was on the mic because we want to make sure that we don't miss what she's doing.
Yeah, we
Go ahead.
Content.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue. Oh. No, Akujin, you pause. Pause again. Akujin.
Go cross-eyed. Cross-eyed.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay, you're looking for screenshots now. You're doing it on purpose. I know what you're doing now. Okay. You're the worst. But yeah. She's
got some serious facial expression going on. I'll give her that.
She does. She does. And it could continue. Let the lady continue her performance. Uninterrupted. Jesus.
What did she say?
What?
That's awesome.
Wait, did she say I like to get dirty?
Oh, that's what I thought she said.
I don't know. She started saying a few things at the end that I needed subtitles.
I don't know if I like that.
She busy looking at her husband. She ain't even doing animal noises. That's bedroom noises.
Yeah, I don't know if I like
to
that.
Get dirty.
Yeah, I don't like it. No.
Oh my god. Whew. She got facial expressions, but man, I seriously think she's talking dirty to her husband.
People put screenshots in the Discord. This is the worst.
Oh no.
I never want to hear that phrase again. I like to get dirty. Can we please? That crowd is uncomfortable. Bella has thrown into the chat. Do you think the crowd was uncomfortable, Les?
I didn't hear them popping like they were before.
They did not do
they were confused,
an eruption. No, they did. Yeah, they had feelings. I don't know where I put this one.
I'm gonna drop her down to a 4 because I mean seriously.
Oh wow!
Well, hear me out. There's twice that she looks over and she starts making noises at her husband. I'm assuming, either that or she's trying to get in with the judge or something. But she's looking over there, and then she pops off with that whole comment about I like to get dirty. I just you know. Do
you feel like we're being subjected to somebody?
Yeah,
maybe getting themselves getting their jollies rolling.
Yeah, somebody's about ready to go eat some pork rinds.
Oh, that didn't have to be true.
Yeah, I have a feeling. That's why I'm dropping this down to a 4.
I would have to go the opposite. I would have to give this woman a 9 out of 10.
How are you giving her a 9? What is she doing?
She actually drew a pig.
What?
Pig
wow.
Came over to the stream just to check out what was going on.
Holy moly.
Huh?
I see it now.
It's effective as fuck. You could say what you want about her methods and all the rest of it, but she gets results.
Judging by the size of that pig, I don't think any of us want to mess with it either.
Okay. This does change everything.
I'm gonna withdraw my 4, and I'm gonna go with Akujin on this one here, because that pig knows things that we don't. Although I tell you what, the crowd wasn't happy, but
It is obvious. I mean, she did draw a pig. It counts.
you know.
It counts. Yeah, I'm surprised. Damn it. You know, I'm not surprised by Danny DeVito threw 2. I wanted to say I like to get dirty.
Wow.
So does that pig.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
Apparently.
if it's DTF.
Whoa, dog.
What about this woman that brought this pig over and it's going on over here?
Yeah, you're making it terrible.
You're like, Karen, come home, you're embarrassing us? Or is he like, hey, baby, what are you doing after the show?
No idea. Just roll it. Do we have any more contestants?
What we do?
Who the fuck can follow that up?
I don't know. See, this crowd looks nervous.
And we have a new champion from the Quad City area. Your hog calling champion this year is Kyle Barton.
Lady's name Kyle?
Oh,
it's that guy!
It's the professor.
Okay, it's the guy.
I'm from Des Moines, Iowa.
And you are a newbie.
Well, I'm a newbie here at the Illinois State Fair. I have actually won the Iowa State Fair 3 times. I'm the reigning champion
this guy's
over
a
there.
fucking hustler, man.
And I was going to try the pig calling trifecta.
He's a fucking hustler, man. He's going from cool
Nebraska and Wisconsin.
tried to make everybody think he
actually,
was a
Iowa State
newcomer.
Fair, which I just came from,
He's
that
like, I don't know how to
competition is
do
this
this,
Friday,
and he
so
wins.
maybe we can get some competition over there this week.
Motherfucking pig calling hustler.
Rigged.
The pig calling game is cutthroat, man.
Serious. You're 100% right, though, man. This guy walked into town. Everybody's like, look, it's City Slicker. He's like, yep, I'm from the city, and I looked at this once on National Geographic, and he comes in and just owns the place.
If the chick won, Gadfly would have called shenanigans. But I'll tell you this guy came back on screen and the pig went away. Do that what you will.
He was having none of it.
I bet he's asking for a recount.
Okay. He had money on this 100%.
He did. Somebody done ruffled his jimmies.
Who, the pig?
He's doing the circuit. You can't contain a talent like that. Except McGraw.
He's rolling, man. He's rolling across the Midwest, just taking things. No prisoners.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay. That was upbeat, and I enjoyed it enough.
That
Can
steal
we-
you up?
A little.
Give you some fortitude?
A little. I enjoyed that.
It's about to get fucked up, ain't it?
We're probably, yeah. I was gonna say, is everybody ready to have a discussion about how D-Live is pretty much
It's a
actual?
shit show.
Well, on the subject of pigs.
Oh!
Oh dear.
Yes.
You guys hear about what happened on D-Live?
No, what happened on D-Live?
Apparently
They cut their pigs loose?
the curtain was called. Alright.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Not the pig this time.
Something's happened to Akujin. Apparently, that pig from before, it came back with a top hat and a scorecard.
Oh. What's it know now?
Do you trust it?
Well,
I don't know. What's
who
the
does
score?
it say that it's voting for?
I don't know. I'm not gonna ask. Do you trust him though?
How can you Trust this.
Got a top hat and a scorecard. I don't think he would lie.
He might know something we don't.
Do you think?
Very possible.
Okay. Well, what's it say? Who? There better not be a vote. We can't let people think that pigs ate votes. That can lead to something.
That top hat says it all. Akujin, you're closest. You get the scorecard from it. You read it.
There's one vote for Biden.
Holy shit. Does it say anything else?
The pig voted for Biden. See, I thought it would have just been something simple. Like just the pig voting for the lady.
No.
No,
It's gotta
no.
go deeper.
This pig is
Has
involved in
lore.
presidential politics.
Has lore. You should have known from the
And
top
has
hat. It had lore.
It's a politically active fucking pig.
Yeah, well, after seeing that rigged election, it became concerned and it's about its democracy.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Here we go. Okay.
no, it became, yeah, maybe.
Gonna get in on this democracy rigging thing.
So what?
It heard people up in Congress were spending pork, so it wanted to know what was up.
So are we supposed to put the vote in the barrel? Like, what are we doing?
That's the pig.
Burn it. I'm not talking to the pig. I don't want him to know me. Probably has the D-Live channel.
Oh, man. Well, at least it does.
Unlike some people, there is that. But speaking about politics and things getting out of hand, fuck it. There was the thing. Do you remember the video that I put in the thing that irked me the other day? Could you remember that?
Yep.
Can you get that video? You may have to download it.
I will.
Get that. Okay, we may have to pause it every few seconds or whatever. I am procrastinating like a motherfucker talking about dipshit. We will get there, but this is kind of an interesting
It's a good thing.
ish
It's
thing. I think it's awful, but I still would rather talk about it than this. I don't know. I don't really know if I want to talk about it so much as point at it and be like, guys, don't ever let it be this way with you. Never let it get this bad.
It's a cautionary tale.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's just, look at this, guys.
Oh,
Please
dear.
don't ever let it get this bad. Whatever,
Oh, dear.
wherever you're at on any of this shit, don't let it get like this. Just don't.
Don't go there.
Yeah. I don't know. Is this familiar to you, Les? Have you seen this?
I don't think I've seen this, so
Okay. Well, enjoy a hell of a story here.
Oh,
Go
dear.
ahead. Give it a whirl, Akujin, and chat. Buckle in. You're gonna hate this week more than you hated it a minute ago. Akujin. Chat. Oh. Got it.
He can't make any quick movements with that pig
Okay,
so close to
you
him.
got it.
Imagine watching unrest playing out in Washington and seeing your mother right in the middle of it all. Well, that's what happened to this teenage girl who turned on her own mother by identifying her online.
Wow.
You're just stopping right at the headline. You're like,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm got fucked up.
Yes. Just wait and see how this story plays out. And you're like, what?
I'm just,
But what?
yeah. Whoa.
Told Stephen Fabian how she wrestled with that decision.
This dramatic video is at the heart of a family torn apart by the strife gripping the nation. A woman is punched in the face by a police officer after an intense confrontation in Washington, D.C. the night before the Capitol siege. The video was posted online where it was seen by the bloodied woman's daughter. She was stunned to realize it was her mom because she had no idea her mother was in Washington to attend President Trump's Stop the Steal rally. What went through your mind?
Oh. Okay. Okay. So there's a lot going on with all that. Well, you don't have to pause it on the fucking bloody face, brainchild. We're on YouTube. Jesus. But just remember earlier when it said she wrestled with the decision to say anything about it. Just wait for it. Go ahead.
Mind when you realized, hey, that's mom.
It was definitely very unsettling, especially because we do have very different views.
18-year-old Helena Duke of Boston says she got so incensed she outed her mom with this text. Hi, Mom. Remember the time you told me I shouldn't go to BLM protests because they could get violent? This you? Helena says she also outed her aunt and uncle, who were also at the rally. Helena doesn't know if her family went to the Capitol where the mayhem unfolded, but she knows that her mom is furious with her and says she was kicked out of the house after attending a Black Lives Matter rally in Boston.
Oh, shit.
Her mom sent her a message after the tweet.
She told me that I was throwing away my life.
Hold on, pause. How fucked is this family?
This family is fucked.
Just top to bottom.
Wow.
How fucked are these people?
America.
Sadly,
I'll be honest,
you're
I'm
not far off,
surprised it's
yeah,
not
with
the
a-
other way around.
well, I mean, obviously it was earlier in the year when Mom said "screw you" and kicked her out of the house after a Black Lives Matter deal. But I mean, it just,
No, I mean,
wow.
I'll be completely honest. I'm surprised that after the kicking out thing, that the parents aren't on the left and the daughter isn't on the right, and then they're kicking
I
out
see
the
what you're saying.
right-wing
Yeah, I know
daughter.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess.
Nothing like letting
It's
your
crazy.
lives lives get so twisted up in this fucking bullshit that you're gonna destroy your family, and then air it out on social media to make sure that it sticks with y'all forever.
Not just social media, Les.
Yeah, the news. Let's put it this way: the
Mhm.
fucking news, the mainstream news, and the fucking media sitting there doing play-by-plays with the family members.
The media is championing this family falling apart over this dumb fucking shit. That's what's fucked up for me.
Yeah.
You got a family, and I'm not saying either one of them are really right. I think her parents kicking her out for doing what she was doing, that's dumb. I think her outing her family on social media, knowing like what's going on, that's dumb too. But like they're at a level where they hate each other and they want to publicly shame one another. They're a family that wants to publicly shame one another.
Because that's what you do in 2021.
Oh man, that's more too
Well,
much.
that's what she attempted to do. The daughter. I'm gonna publicly shame you.
I don't know. Do you know any families like this?
I don't. I live in Australia.
I've seen families come unhinged. I mean, this whole thing with the political thing, I can remember some pretty bad blood between people and like neighbors and even relatives, like into Vietnam. because there were some extremes there that were getting pushed by the media and by the people. So I can remember like my uncles fighting. One had came back from Vietnam and he was like a real hardcore supporter of what was going on over there, and then his younger brother was of course obviously a protester. And I can remember they didn't get along for quite a few years. But yeah, this is just it's new level, and I mean because it's fresh, but also too just with how social media works and how you can just push a button and record yourself and do all this, and like her tweet or whatever it was she did where she's like, "Hey, mom, is this you?" And the news.
Well, she was going out of her way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the news is like, "Oh, look, let's play into this."
They did.
And they did.
Go ahead. I don't know how much more is left, but it's so bad.
That I was just, my life is ruined, and that my sister's life is on my hands.
We also spoke to Ashanti Smith, the private security officer who threw the punch. She says the crowd surrounded her and called her the N-word.
They were calling me saying that we all deserve to die, hang.
Were you in fear for your safety, for your life in that moment?
I was in fear for my life. They were trying to take my items. They were trying to take my mask off my face. They were hitting me and attacking me.
Smith was charged with assault.
I've not seen the media so sympathetic to a cop in a long time.
She appreciates Helena Duke's support.
She has
I
reached
haven't
out to
seen
me,
the
and
media
her
be
and her
so
friends have
sympathetic to a
shown
police
lot of
officer
support.
so
She felt
goddamn
that
long.
she was-
It is a welcome relief. But
Isn't that weird?
I'm sure this is completely unpolitically motivated.
Yeah, completely.
I'm just saying.
Without a doubt. It's pretty interesting when they pick and choose to champion certain angles, isn't it? Or certain groups.
Go ahead.
Being threatened, and she retaliated, and I don't think she did anything wrong.
Wow.
Well, somebody hit her mom, said she didn't do anything wrong. That's weird, but okay. That's where 2021's at.
Yeah, it's kicking off in a good start, isn't it?
It's fucking... I don't know, man. It's a bad look for the entirety of everybody.
It's crazy. You're just like, how many... You're staring at the clown car and you're wondering how many motherfuckers are going to climb out of that thing. And you're surprised because you're like, oh, it's done. There ain't no more clowns inside there. No, there's more.
Now that we have talked about something we actually don't like, something kind of important, we've sank way below where we were, maybe now, ready to talk about it. The collective of people who've been taken off of D-Live, they have finally rounded up the last one for 30 days. In the middle of his show, apparently, Ralph went down last night. Now, trying to think. Could it have been something they said? Could it have been someone they had on who said something? What could it have been?
Could have
There's
been all
actually
of this.
It's got a laundry list, I'm thinking. Could have been what they were talking about. Something could have been being implied. Because I suspect, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I suspect that D-Live is trying to reel things in a little bit at the moment. That's the impression I get.
Maybe. I'm also hearing that I am ignoring a conspiracy until I can make content about it. I'm like, oh,
What happened?
I don't know. But, I don't know. I'm going to go for a guess here. There was a screenshot of what was going on last night. And I can just take a guess as to why this did not work.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. It's over in news, Akujin. Have you seen the screenshot of, like, the two guys who were on, like, what was going on, da-da-da-da?
They had on.
It's a screenshot of the Ralph retort before they went down. There's a lot going on in this picture. Hold on. There you go.
Oh, I had not seen this.
Do you think you know what happened now?
I might have some idea.
So
Now, you'll have
what
to
could have
educate-
went on here?
Yeah, you'll have to educate me because I seriously don't know who either one of these guys are, but I'm assuming.
Well, you got to start looking around for some context clues.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Alright.
doing right now. So what do we got?
Look behind one of them. Look.
Yeah.
The other one.
We got to
Look at the chat.
some
And
symbols. Yeah. Wow. So there's some big brain argument probably going on here is what I'm guessing.
I don't even know whether I want to say what I think the discussion was about.
I have a feeling I know exactly what it was about. And we probably
I think
can't.
everyone knows.
Yeah.
How do you think that went?
Well, I'm guessing by that message out to the right pretty much sums up how it went.
Takeshi did the chat always wins thing. Chat never wins.
No.
You motherfuckers are left with no shows except for mine, and I don't even want you around. By the way, piss off. The what is the other bit? This happening, and it ran for what? An hour, I think, before they got the flag taken down. So, you know.
There's that.
You know. But Godiva clears it up with white supremacist versus black supremacist. Oh yeah, that's gonna go really well. That's what you should book on D-Live during what's going on right now.
Yeah. Because God knows you just watched everybody else get got. And you know that the platform that you're on, which is one of the last ones that you're going to probably be allowed on, and you know they're under scrutiny, and you're like, hey, I need to make some lemons.
I need some lemons.
What a pathetic person. Oh. Just how big-brained can you be?
Well,
apparently that big-brained, right?
big-brained enough to find another streaming platform to completely ruin the good name of. They did that.
Why not?
Also, people they've declared D-Live dead for giving this suspension to Ralph, and I think it's 30 days. So, you know.
Oh.
Does anyone know what a trovo is? Ever heard of a trovo?
Not till today.
Same.
New kind of lemon.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Now, also, by the way, Augie will say, I'm not Gunt Guard. I don't back up Ralph. I'm not a fan of Ralph. When this happens to Ralph, he's like, I'm deleting D-Live and I'm adding Trovo to my phone. When literally the only person he knows there is Ralph.
There you go.
He does not play his hands close enough to anything successful. He doesn't know how to do this. Anybody else get that? What I'm saying there, like he's always, I'm not Gunt Guard. I don't cover for Ralph. I'm not that cool with Ralph. Da 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 da.
Then he telegraphs with this.
This, yes. What is the fucking point?
It's not very slick.
No.
If he wants people to think he's not, you know, fucking Gunt Guard, Fupa Troopa, what the fuck ever.
Going the wrong way about it.
You can't do this. Yeah. You can't. You can't fucking do this. You're letting everybody know. But
I mean, if you wanted to hide it, could have been one of those 156 likes. And you probably are. But still.
He probably is.
Like, nobody would have known.
Things kids will hitch their wagons to. It's ridiculous.
Well, that being what it is. Can you go to the Trovo website and see what the fuck a Trovo is? It's gonna be literally Ralph and like 3 weebs. If I remember right, I think it was Dana White that coined the phrase to run toward regulation, not run away from regulation.
Yeah.
And back when all this shit happened, and everybody started getting booted off of YouTube, and I didn't, people would get mad at me. They, oh, you're a sellout. You're a sellout. It's like, okay. One, no, I'm not. I never said any of the dumb shit they said. Two, they will eventually have to fucking calm the hell down and quit doing all the shit they're doing because they will run out of places to get kicked out of.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come up with a whole new gig, huh?
Foolishness.
I figured
What
that
is this?
message would have sank in the first time.
by the third platform, I would think it would have sank in. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like Twitch.
Yeah, and
It
this is what it's
seems
supposed
to
to be.
be a European.
It's not
and-
European. No. Yeah. Tencent Holdings, China's largest company, has been quietly testing.
Trovo is on Google Play in the App Store. I don't think he's going to be there very long.
No.
Oh, if
appreciate
he
that,
is,
Creepers.
Trovo won't be. You think they're not gonna deplatform Trovo, some shit-ass thing that nobody's ever heard of?
It'll be an interesting litmus test because it's a part of Tencent Holdings. I just have a feeling that they're going to flat out kick him and everybody like him off real quick. once they find out
Oh,
what's
yes.
up.
From that place, oh, yes.
Because their whole goal is that this is backed by Tencent, which is, like I say, China's largest company, and their whole goal with this system, they've been silently over the past year been kind of just playing around with this Trovo, just testing it out. That's why it says Trovo Beta there. They want to launch this as a direct competitor against Amazon and Twitch. They're like, hey, we're here to play ball. And they have been dumping, what little I read this morning, just looking into this a little bit. This company has dumped millions of dollars to pay people for their top streamers. They'll pay them money monthly to do their thing here. And I read somewhere, it was last summer, the article I was reading from last summer was saying that the company was dedicating like $30 million to streamers and their followers to come over here and do the game thing. And as you can see just by the scratching the surface there, it has a lot of Twitch feel to it.
Okay. So from what I'm gathering here, the guy who's been banging on about how it's so great to not be on YouTube because he doesn't have to bow down to Google and the Chinese government is now
He just went
literally
to the Chinese
working
government.
for the Chinese government.
He go try to get his fruit from the Chinese government now. He's looking from handouts from Winnie the Pooh.
Dude,
that ain't gonna go well. That's why I'm saying I don't think that MasterCard and all them guys are going to try to eliminate this. I don't think they're going to be allowed to. I think they're going to sit there and say, hey, you know what's going on? And if you look on this site, I think there's a place where the TOS is up. And if you look at it, it pretty much has a laundry list that covers a lot of the stuff that these guys do on their streams that gets them kicked off of every other platform. And it's pretty much in black and white right there. You can't harass people. You've got to behave yourself, not just on their side. You got to behave yourself generally. So in other words, I think that's that clause that allows them to just, mess with you if you're busy harassing anybody anywhere. And of course, again, this is the Chinese government's biggest company. They're all about social, their social deal. They ain't gonna let
social conditioning.
Yeah, they're so well. Not
Is
only
that the nice way to say it, Akujin?
Yeah. What's that thing they got? The social credit score or whatever?
Yeah, social credit. That shit's weird.
Yeah, they're not going to be playing with this shit.
They've talked about other countries that have it, and that's just a weird system. And
yeah, it don't sound good.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine living under that.
It's not gun friendly, man.
Someone told me that Canada has something like that going on.
Really?
Much lesser degree. Much lesser degree, but they said that it was kind of moving in that direction. I don't know enough about it that I should have even brought it up. Honestly, I just remember having the conversation, and popped in my head. My apologies. But yeah, we're the Patriots are working for the Chinese government now, guys. I think it's time. I don't know.
Clown car pulled up in the front of the wrong house.
I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, are you looking at TOS, Akujin? Akujin's giving us the old TOS look over here. Well, let me go get another drink. If you want to, if you guys pass the lines you know you're going to pass in here that are definitely, absolutely, under no circumstance at all going to impact Ralph's future, feel free to read them. But I'll be right back. Grabbing a drink. I'll be right back, chat.
All right.
I know you'll miss me.
See here? I'm going to copy and paste something and send it to you here, Akujin, in a second. Because this might be a little easier for everybody to read and check out. Let me get to the evidence thing here and I'll send it your way. Let's see if we can do that there. Won't be as much scrolling. That's a community guidelines deal. These guys aren't playing around. Like on their community guidelines there, they've got stuff that says, like under behavior and activity, it says any attempts to threaten, harm, or harass other Trovo users will not be tolerated, obviously. Acts of violence and self-destructive behavior that may endanger yourself or others is strictly forbidden. There are no exceptions to this, including jokes and stunts. Encouraging, offering, or soliciting illegal activity of any kind is prohibited. That's an important one. Because when you're talking about offering or soliciting, and you think about, these guys and their chats and their text-to-speech and all their fun stuff they do,
I'm back with the offering and soliciting. I mean, are they still doing Trump coin?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Do you guys, hey chat, random question. Don't mean to interrupt you guys. You guys remember when all these motherfuckers were sponsored by Trump coin?
Wasn't that a thing?
And then, afterward, Geek, he did a stream and he was explaining, hey, we made like $30 from
That's good stuff. They bought a comic book. It is no good.
Sad shit.
There seems to be a lot of problems here. May not use a personal identifier that is offensive, insulting, vulgar, obscene, defamatory, promotes violence, or otherwise violates any of the other conduct. And
they're done.
They
That's
hold
not gonna
you
make the
solely
chat happy.
responsible for all activity that takes place on your account.
They're
They will
double done.
modify, restrict, suspend, or terminate your account based on their TOS, with or without notice, and at their discretion. Not allowed to use the stream to promote anything that promotes drug use, substance.
Okay, so Andy can't go there.
Obscene, profane, pornographic, or sexually explicit content. Overly violent, promotes events involving self-harm, harm to others, harm to animals. Anything that is threatening, abusive, libelous, slanderous, fraudulent, defamatory, deceptive, or otherwise offensive or objectionable. Ooh.
This isn't a site for people to play commentary or drama shit. This is a video game streaming site. That's what these guys want to do.
Yeah. Use the Trovo service in any way that violates anyone's intellectual property.
Yep.
No harvesting. Trying to harvest personal information.
Oh no!
Oh. Is that the anti-dox clause? I think gonna make those guys happy.
Engage in any conduct that restricts or inhibits any person or entity from enjoying the Trovo service. Manipulation of rankings. Anything that would constitute a criminal offense or give rise to civil liability.
Under that deal where you were talking about revealing, harassing people and stuff, it says it's prohibited to share content that may reveal personal information about individuals or their private property without permission. This includes, but is not limited to, emails, direct messages, contact information, photos, and voice messages.
So no doxing?
No doxing, apparently. That's not going to work well for those guys.
Oh. They're so fucked.
It ain't going to go far, is it?
They will not be on this platform. They can't. There's no. I don't even know how they made an account. I don't don't know why they bothered making an account here.
Why they even bothered, exactly.
Just fucking.
It's not going to last a month.
At this point, you just record the shit on your camcorder and mail it out to the people.
There you go. Get an email list.
Yeah, fuck it. Do that.
Well, he said he thought this was going to go fine.
Who?
Ralph.
What do you mean? Ralph said this was going to go fine. You know what else Ralph said was going to go fine? No. All right.
What?
I'm trying to not. All right. I'm trying to not. I would be cool.
Yeah.
But
I know where you're going.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Somebody else talk. I'm not doing it. I almost did it. I'm not doing it.
You've got me thinking. I was about to do it too. Let's, I would say.
Yeah, let's go with things that Ralph says for 10.
Things that Ralph says for 10.
Yeah.
Well.
Fuck.
I'm gonna be a dad. It's gonna go fine. He gonna do some lotion.
Yeah, D-Light, I'm glad that D-Light didn't make him angry enough to go and try to have another child. Because for some reason that's what he gets mad and has a kid. I don't get it.
I'll show you.
What a fucking dork, dude. What a fucking dork.
Well, hey, at least look at it this way: these guys in 10 years can have a reunion of all the deadbeat dads that don't pay child support. They can have like a reunion.
I don't think it'll work.
Well, there's a couple of them that might. Well, if they're still around.
It's AP and Ralph.
Yeah, well, yeah. But hey, they're popular, right?
Okay,
I'm correct.
Not popular enough to get a reunion in years.
Well, the sad thing is...
There will be 30 people there right now. If you wait 10 years, they're going to die off from alcoholism.
Either that or they're just going to grow up past their edgy 14-year-oldism and say, what? Who cares about those guys?
14-year-oldism.
Yeah, I'm an edgy junior high kid. I can say words. All that cool stuff they do.
Go ahead for the people here, Akujin. Can you tell them what Ralph typed out into the universe right there?
Yeah, I got to see it unblocked, so I have to
give it to us, the people.
D-Live has suspended me for 1 month. The rest of the week's kill streams will be broadcast on Trovo. We'll see how that pans out going forward. For some strange reason, I have reason to think it might go well. Time will tell. Please follow me there.
Wouldn't you have had reason to think that D-Live would have went well?
Well, he said that was going to go great, and then he said the YouTube thing was going to go great, and he thought, fucking the faith thing was going to go great.
Yeah, it's gonna.
God damn it! See, I'm trying to stay away from that. You're not.
There was
you don't have to though. Like that's just. I don't wanna.
No, you
But
don't.
you're allowed to. It's legal, Akujin. Feel free to go wherever you want to go. Because, fuck 'em. Of all the people to talk about how things that are gonna fucking go well is
He's got the batting average of a guy with no arms.
Fuck.
And I can say that because I'm missing a limb.
Fucking guy.
You know what else this guy thought was gonna go well?
I shudder
court
to think.
date.
This. He thought this was gonna go fucking great.
What is this? What are you talking about? I see nothing. Do I want to know?
Oh dear.
But yeah, he thought this was gonna go great.
Oh, well,
That
yeah.
broadcast is good.
He thought that booking that days after his friends are
After
being
the Senate.
rounded up by the FBI and their D-Live channels are being taken away. He
And
thought, you know
D-Live
what?
is being targeted.
Targeted.
Now, let
I
me
got an
make
idea.
sure that I don't do that slip under the radar thing like someone with a brain cell or two. Let me make sure that
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
get
go
my
ahead.
shit in.
Yeah.
He thought this was gonna be a great idea. Yesterday.
Little Nicky, little Nicky's like, hey, and Ralph's like, no, hold my beer, bro. Let me show you how to stream.
Who are these people? Obviously, we have some sort of white supremacist and some sort of black supremacist or black Israelite.
Yeah.
But they're obviously having some sort of back and forth, obviously some sort of styled blood sports debate.
Yeah, blood sports. You see how that's all on there? Yeah.
You know, and this was the perfect thing to do a show on when D-Live is under the spotlight and has been for the past week for promoting racial hatred and yada yada yada. They've been in the news because two of the people that were on D-Live were involved in the Capitol riot and ended up in the
that
newspaper.
Thing. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was a bit of a small news item.
It was
this week.
A blurb.
People may have mentioned it.
Nobody's looking at D-Live at all at the moment.
Just waiting for that to show up. Just fucking waiting for that shit. You know, like, that's what gets me. It's like, you know.
Like, you know.
They've been really clear. Like, super honest about it.
I would sit here and say, how fucking stupid can you be? But at this point, the Titanic, it is sailing way too fast to steer away from this iceberg. Because every single idiot in his chat that is winning right now, that apparently all the winners in his chat, they won't let him cover anything else.
No.
They come here for this. If he tries to do anything else, he'll be gone.
Oh, yeah.
This is the
I
only
appreciate you
shtick
guys
he's
letting
got.
me talk about other shit earlier, by the way. That was really nice of you, chat. Thank you.
The motorbike agrees.
See, you know what that was? That was that was Ethan Ralph's career taking off. Meow.
So,
heading from D-Live to his new platform for a day.
with all of them doing this, and all of them being rounded up off of D-Live at the moment, do you think they bother going back?
I don't think D-Live's going to let him back. I think
Well, they say Ralph can come back in a month.
I think but within that month, they're going to get enough heat that if they want to stay afloat, they're going to have people like Ralph disappear. And it's going to be because of the reason that Akujin just mentioned. They're going to be like, dude, the way we used to run stuff and the way that you used to go about your thing was how it used to be. There's a whole new dawn. And, you know, right or wrong, no matter what anybody in the chat says. I think that's the way it's going to go. I really do.
I see a very, very hard pushback from the left coming. A very authoritarian pushback on all levels. In academia, social media, especially in opinions and streaming, what you are or aren't allowed to say. I don't think places that, you know, have been pushing content are going to be allowed to survive in the next year. So D-Live is going to have a choice. They're going to have to get rid of people like this, or they're going to have the mainstream media and everybody else looking at who's doing shows on them.
Okay. Would it not do them some good then to just go ahead, buckle down now, and invest in getting their own fucking place?
Who?
All of these people, if they just get together, pull their shit, and say, look, let's build it.
I mean, like New Project 2?
No, 'cause that seemed to be kind of like a scam.
I don't think they're going to really be a push to do something like that until, you know, because Akujin's right, in the hard hammer's coming down, but what's going to be able to turn the corner for something like what you're talking about there, Tonko, will be when that hammer. I mean, obviously they're going to hit all the idiots that are standing out like a sore thumb, like these fools, but they're going to start hitting some other people that the left, and when they start hammering the left are going to be like, oh my god, all this censorship, all this bullshit, you know, that they're going to be cheering on at the moment. It's going to come back and bite them, and that's when there's going to be either a change, like people will finally band together and say, hey, let's build something, or there's going to be enough of a pushback that people are going to start saying,
Well,
oh,
as
hey.
long as you do the one that people will cheer first, and then when it happens to them, then the other side won't. They were not going to join in with them. They're going to point and say, "Hi, you get what you deserve for saying."
Yeah,
this
no,
and this
yeah,
and
that's
that."
very
And
possible
that
too.
is that's how you do it and feed off of it and let it do what it does and get where it goes. That's the
Nobody
kind of shit you
stands
have to
up for
pull.
the other side.
It sucks to watch sometimes, but yeah, I do wish each side could, and like I don't mean in a big way, and I don't mean this in like a crazy or shitty way, but like there are times when I think that if either side could concede just a scotch,
Yeah, they'd get met.
I think they could get so much further if just sometimes if they could concede and be cool with each other just a little, they would get a lot more done. I never see that. You know, you can always hope for it, and you can wish someone will catch on, but it's rare. I won't say you never see it. There are times when you'll see it, but it's
usually over here. And that's those 3 times a year when some of the people we talk about do something right. Like the tipster did nothing wrong thing that we did a few days ago.
That was...
You will never see any of that from anybody who does not like us.
That was so sad. That, like, nobody should have to even have a conversation about that.
About that, yeah.
A guy was, you know, saying, I miss you, see you on the other side, brother. And here comes Keemstar and a gaggle of fucking idiots telling him he's grieving wrong. And Nick and Augie and all these dopey motherfuckers, they're going on the defensive. It's like, what are you, fucking high? You didn't do anything.
Nope.
Like, they're trying to, like, kiss through. Can you please go easy on him? Come on, man. Stop, man. No, fuck him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely fuck him.
Fucking garden gnome.
Jesus. But, maybe a lot of these guys are going to go away soon. Keemstar naturally will have to go away when he starts getting way too gray-headed and way too 50 years old for people to be like, yes, you were the hip young kid. But
he's not going to be able to pull that Yosemite thing for too much longer, is he?
These guys, the Ralphs, Baked Alaska, like the Fuentes, like that group, they're getting rounded up and told to piss off. They're going to have to make their own thing. Gab may have to get into streaming. And they can go with that deal. I don't know. Is that fucked up?
I don't think it's going to be successful in that regard. The
don't
problem
think it
is
will.
that these guys just don't have the clout or the finances. And anybody that's got the money that can back a Gab and give them the money they need to really make a push or a challenge for these guys for streaming and this, that, and the other. I think those people are going to demand at least a little decorum from these guys. And people like Baked Alaska and Ralph and stuff, Akujin hit the nail on the head. Their audiences are so toxic.
Well,
And I
that's
hate
the
to use
thing.
that word. They're so, but they are. They're so
Well, no,
fucking toxic. They're not going
That's
to
the deal,
allow
though,
them.
is that when you show up on these platforms, they're going to say, no, fuck that, get them out of here. They're not going to want any one of you on their platform. You need to just buckle down and make your own. I'm not saying that to be shitty. I'm saying that because that is the only viable option you're going to have. All you're doing now is delaying the inevitable. Right now, when you're making more money than you will be in 15 minutes, when you are on a smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller platform, you need to start investing in that. You need to start trying to make that a thing if this is what you're going to be doing. If you don't want to believe me, you don't have to. Is this crazy? Fuck no. I do not like these people, but that's the truth. If they want to keep on keeping on, that's what they're gonna have to pull. Right? They're gonna have to decide that that's what's gonna need to happen and do it. No,
I concur. And the sad thing is that they're going to come back to the point when I first started watching this, like part of the neck of the woods or whatever. That's kind of where everybody was at. They were kind of like, oh, we're going to be a little edgy or whatever. But like when Ralph first got out of jail and he was first getting back into his old, the Ralph retort or whatever. It wasn't what it is now. It wasn't that shit show. It was going to. There were signs there it was going to develop that way pretty quick, but it wasn't what it is now. Neither was I can remember seeing an old video of that kid Nick Fuentes or whatever. I remember seeing old videos of his. He's just some kid in his room doing his thing. Now he's on the nightly news and claiming he wasn't there. Just crazy shit, man. And these guys are, if they want to play ball, they're going to have to come back to friendlier waters.
Jeremy's saying in the chat that Augie's now in Trevor. Dude, this is what I'm saying though. There's so many things wrong with that. I'm not a gun guard, but wherever he goes, I'll go over there with him. Because, stop telegraphing it so fucking hard. Like Les was saying that earlier. Stop it. Calm that shit down.
Yeah, you could go under the radar and do whatever you got to do, but yeah, when you're busy sitting there, you're carrying that guy's flag, and that's not the person's flag.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to carry that flag.
That
If your intention is to stay on the internet for a while and do your thing, I mean, seriously, in the past month that I've been observing really hard what that kid's been doing, I've been like, he's 180 degrees where he needs to be, isn't he?
Well, they're fucking it up. I don't know why, but there's doubling down on things that should be really easy to say, yeah, I don't want any part of that. Right now, he should be, even if you're going to be somebody who is going to be cool with Ralph, you need to have minimal interaction with him or anything he's doing. That would be wise.
Yeah.
To keep your shit going and everything going smooth, probably be wise to keep a little distance from you and Ralph. Just for a couple weeks. All this dumb shit's happening, but no, alright, go ahead. Go with it. I could always go on Storyfire. Oh wait, that's dead also. Well, yeah, what the fuck happened to Storyfire? Why ain't he there?
Huh?
Maybe he was shown the door.
He's already gone from Storyfire?
I don't know. I said maybe. Maybe the place died. I don't know. I know that a lot of people were talking about Storyfire for a very short amount of time, and then they just shut up about it.
Yeah.
So,
Storyfire.
Apparently, they didn't like the story or the fire. I'm guessing.
Do you, I don't know, do you remember the hype behind Storyfire, Akujin?
I do. I remember it was going to be commentary community's new Eden.
It was there, you two.
Till it wasn't.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. It's a hell of a way to put it, isn't it?
It was until it wasn't.
It was until it wasn't.
It was like someone that Twizfizz girl she's funny. Someone showed me one of her videos. Like it was like, here's the thing she made. Is she one of them or something? And no, here's a video. And it was a commentary community video. It's like, oh, well, that was funny. Yeah, she's a funny lady. She put out a tweet and was, has anyone told Trump about Storyfire?
Oh shit.
And I was curious.
Oh shit.
I was curious. This is a real tweet. All right. I am not fucking with you. I would not do such a thing. But,
only the realist of news here.
Only the realist of news. But with this tweet, I began to wonder, do you think Trump could save Storyfire then?
Be honest, I think it would sink any platform at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's
way too
the
hot.
heat. Yeah.
I mean,
if he even looks in the direction of any like type of situation, any media at the moment, I think yeah.
I'm just.
It'll melt before he even gets to the. He won't even get into the login.
They are they on the banned him list yet? Are they on that group of people who have banned him yet?
I imagine if he signs up, you'll be getting an update on, the mainstream media, how Trump got himself banned from another service.
Yep.
I
mean, for fuck's sake, he got himself banned off a shopping place.
They're like, no, you can't do it here. Don't shop here. Go away.
No,
but I'm the
mixtapes.
president. They're like, no, I don't care.
There will be no Trump mixtape. That no fucking SoundCloud. What? Spotify. What are you doing? Why are you guys doing that?
Making a valid point. Look at Twitter's stock after banning him.
Yeah,
I can see your point. However, Twitter will take that loss.
Yep. Yeah, that was like a 10-12% loss in a day. They're like, all right, I'll absorb it.
Man.
I guarantee you they're of the opinion that things will eventually bounce back because there's no other place that can compete with the big three, which is pretty much true. So they will take the hit. Any company at the moment will take the hit and ride it out.
Oh yeah,
ride it out.
Yeah, these people have been headhunting for him since day one.
Yes, and
I mean they're finally releasing their final form and their energy. They're like, oh, and they're exploding. They're just going off. Then, yeah, he ain't gonna be able to do shit for a while. I mean, they're hating him so much. He's got like a few days left in office. They're like, no, we don't even want those few days. Fuck it, impeach him.
Fucking. I don't know. Wherever whatever social media place he lands on, we'll see. But I kind of think he's gonna start his own. If I'm being honest. It would be funny if he ended up on something like Storyfire, and it's like, oh, fucking for real. But I don't know. He's already on Gab, probably.
I'm assuming that once things move on beyond this crazy, demented thing that's going on now. Things will cool down, and eventually, people are going to be curious. So when he finally gets on a site, people will be like, "Oh, I'm just curious to see what's going on."
Yeah, but
There was.
the thing is, though, his supporters, the people that are Trumpites, they're not going to be the only ones that are curious what's going on. Where he is.
Oh no, I agree.
What he's doing.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Apparently still
that
exists.
soon. Is it?
That's not a good sign. What is our update for Storyfire?
Well, like it still exists, but the grass isn't so green over there. Because a lot of the people that are there are trying to be somewhere else.
Uh-oh.
Well, we have these two things here. These are from 2 days ago. And compared to what they get on their main channels on YouTube, this is absolutely abysmal.
I guess that's just the sample size of the user base. If you look at it. Something just happened. Was somebody in waiting? I missed it.
I don't know if they were.
Same. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. The thing about Storyfire is I really don't think that they have the user base at the moment for any of these people to be successful on.
There are no Storyfire stars.
Wow.
What you're saying?
Well, 40 views in 2 days. That's. I could work with those numbers. I could do something with that.
Yeah, me and you could.
Everybody thinks they can just start this shit up and they'll start to get millions of people to come through just because. And I think it has a lot to do, I've heard with TikTok, because anybody can upload a video and it'll get a ridiculous amount of views on it. But also, that's one of the biggest things people are pushing back on TikTok about that isn't to do with a much more serious issue, is that they vote bot. Just to get more people to come there because, you're like, oh, look at my video views go up. It's not real people. It's not like there's a comment section. It's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that was another thing I heard. I think that may be why the Storyfire thing was a thing a lot of people wanted to. They all want to make it real, where they can just go somewhere, get millions of views, and not have to deal with YouTube, not have to deal with Google, not have to do anything with any big corporate. And it's like, that's not how shit works.
That's not the reality.
You could build something to that maybe, but you can never just be like, okay, we've decided today this is how it goes.
We showed up.
No, that's not how change is made. A lot of them don't know what it's like to lay down any kind of groundwork for a change or anything like that anyway. So it's not going to happen. But they always want it to happen. That's the point. It's like this D-Live thing. You know that they all want it to be not like this. They all want it to be where they could just go onto whatever website. They all want it to be where Ralph is able to do whatever he wants on whatever platform and just collect money. And that will be how he lives forever. And that's not it. It's just not it. He has to. Ralph could start being an okay person. And I think he's still at the place where he has enough people to where he would be fine. He doesn't have to be a piece of shit. So, like, if he's doing this to get ahead, you can stop now. You've gotten ahead enough to where you would be just fine and get in far less trouble if you just stop. But I don't think that's the case with him. I think he's a piece of shit. So he's just gonna keep doing it. Keep making shit worse.
What do you actually see him doing here? Other than what he's doing now? Because I hear what you're saying, but I have doubts that he could do anything other than
Go door to door.
what, like a vacuum cleaner salesman?
No, just door to door with that fucking show until he gets kicked off the platform. Then he goes and knocks on another door. That's what he's been doing for years, man.
Howdy, Ted. I just woke up.
Oh, his leader. Someone named Strong said that Ralph has been releasing his show on Telegram. 2 gigabyte upload limit on Telegram. I don't know much about Telegram.
I have no clue about Telegram.
Does not sound.
What's happening later?
It doesn't sound like something that's going to be viable for you.
No.
You can upload for a show or whatever. But yeah.
I mean,
what's going on, Lee?
Not too much. I just woke up, as I said. I mean, to go Telegram with 2 gigabytes is a limit. What you can do? You can probably get like a 480p show for like half 2 gigabyte. If you want to just like cut the quality, I'm sure you could fit a show on there. But I don't. I've always had the impression
you do it in like FOV videos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like old FMV. I don't know why I said FOV, but like old FMV from like Atari Jaguar or some shit. PlayStation 1 movies. Come on, anybody? Fuck you too. Okay, go ahead.
Damn.
I don't know you guys either.
You got left hanging.
No, I don't know you guys. Fuck you.
I just Telegram doesn't strike me as a place where could have a successful show on. But who knows? Maybe you can pull it off.
I thought the whole point of Telegram was to be like a Twitter type thing, but you're able to use characters or whatever. Basically. Or longhand version of Twitter, like a twit-long type deal. I don't know.
That sounds interesting.
Oh, you think that sounds interesting?
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I mean, maybe like it'd get rid of a lot of like on Twitter the dialogue is very bad. It's like cheap arguments and shallow arguments really sort of seem to be what prevails there. You can never really convince someone. It's like the internet. You can never really, if you're right about something and you've got to like get into the nitty of it, you'll never convince them. Stuck with like either like making 50 tweets which no one will read, or log everyone's notifications out, or just not making the argument at all and calling them gay or something. The point is, it could make for a better platform for dialogue, but who knows?
Being asked if we're talking about in an ideal world, leader?
Nah. I think we're well past the ideal world at this point. Get back to me in like 6 months. Maybe we can have an ideal world again. I don't know what this is. It's gone right now.
You're not even...
The optimist. The ideal society have become dystopian and pessimist.
Haven't they? What's going on? When did this start? Dystopian leader.
I don't know, man. I don't want the U.S. to like to fall into a civil war, which is what's sort of like claimed right now. It's kind of bleak. People showing up with guns to like, what is it? They had said they had planned. The FBI said that on Parler, people were planning like armed riot all major cities, something like that. And there was like there was a cause for them to believe they could be violent. Who knows if that's correct? But I mean, I don't doubt after seeing what happened in the Capitol that could be the case.
This is the shit you wake up with.
You asked me why I'm not a pessimist anymore.
You said you just woke up, and I'm like, wow, this dude wakes up bothered about the world. Just the world.
I don't want that. I'm not a big fan of like civil wars, man. It's not good. I don't like that.
What is
we're not there. This is
absolutely
just a little.
nothing.
Yeah, this is just a little indigestion. That's all.
Do it again, yeah. Yeah, I think you're far from wrong in some things, but for a lot of things, of course, you're leader, so you're going to be a bit wrong. It's fine. Here's the thing, though: you can't be waking up talking about that like you gotta.
Latest.
Fair. Leader got a defense. You got somebody taking up for you, leader. How does this feel?
It looks like me and Akujin are internet fam buds again. Hell yeah.
Bam. There you go.
Practically best friends at this point.
Yeah. Who's George, by the way? Leader.
George is my dog.
Oh, okay. Well, Jacob's mentioning, hey, wait, leader didn't feed George when he woke up? See? Jacob's keeping an eye out for things, man.
You're being reprimanded.
George is well fed.
There we go.
I can assure you of that.
Okay, so now are you calling your dog fat?
I believe he's fat shaming that dog in the current year.
Oh dear. It's not going to go well.
Nah. I prefer him to have a little bit of, to be fat and thin.
Oh, okay, so now, yeah, he's calling his dog fat. Okay, so we're fat shaming dogs now.
That's right.
You also doxed your dog. It's practically the Ralph retort over here.
All over again, yeah.
Yeah. How are we going to be able to say anything about them when we have leader over here doing this shit?
Got Caitlin in there giving people business about A1 steak sauce.
What is she saying about steak sauce now?
I think she's giving Behemoth shit because he uses it.
Oh. Yeah, she's a purist. Kind of thing.
She's been going off ever since last night when she burned her bras.
That sounds about right.
Crucial Bunny says it's not a dox, it's just veterinary information.
What was the Jordan Peterson site they were pumping? Was it Parler? I think that's dead.
Wasn't the
Parler
dark web? Yeah, wasn't the dark web going to do something?
The dark web.
Yeah,
what did they ever do?
Wasn't that their gig?
What are they going to do? Yeah,
they turn the light on so they can see where they're going. At this stage.
Yeah, what's going to happen? What the fuck? I don't know, man. The idea of the Jordan Peterson website being mentioned again. I remember this now. There was a Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin and all of it. They were going to
do like
website.
a pay. Yeah, they were going to make their like.
I'm remembering this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What happened to that? What
I don't know,
happened to it?
man.
Nobody knows.
Apparently, that was step 13, which is the next book, because the first 12 steps are still on sale.
Oh.
What's everybody going on about dad jokes about? What dad joke did I say? I can't even, I'm such a dad joke guy, I don't even know what dad joke I cracked.
I got worked into a shoot on a dad joke.
I'm telling you.
Ruben did it solo. Did he? I did not know this.
I didn't know that either. I figured that thing was all a wash. I remember those guys going off about that. I remember seeing a video or something about it, but...
It's called local? Oh, what? It's called locals. Okay, well that sounds like...
In my area?
Yeah.
Hot Sergio's? What?
Yeah.
Think Spot?
It's giving off that vibe. Is that what they're going? Is it like a hookup site? If it is, they're allowed to do that. I'm just asking. They're grown. They can call
They
it.
can
They can call it
their
whatever
big
they
boy
want.
decisions,
Yeah.
yeah.
If that's what they want to do. It was Think Spot. Okay, Think Spot sounds more like some dumb shit they would do. Like
Yeah.
locals is like, oh, okay, so people are fucking.
Yep. Place where you go to trade EBT for a stuffed turkey.
Mm-hmm. This is bad. Peterson's social media site was going to be Think Spot. Oh, okay, that got it. It was. Local is social media, I think. Oh. Okay, Akujin, can you go to locals? Be very careful not to go to locals in your area.
Oh dear.
Just be real, you know, about
Careful.
this. You know.
Gotta use protection.
Internet protection. Locals has Ruben's face on it. Hold on. If locals is marketed with Dave Rubin's face, come on. Tell me you wouldn't pop for that. Come on.
Man. Control your destiny.
I want to
You
control
know
my
it's great.
destiny.
Where you and your fam buds can get together.
Is that?
Oh, hey, like they got quotes and stuff too, don't they?
That's that guy from Fox News.
Tulsi Gabbard is on.
There we go.
Fuck, she's on.
This has far exceeded my expectations on how amazing this community can be.
Oh God.
I would sign up. I would consider signing up just because.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could look at this.
Somebody's
Yeah,
a
get some
mark.
nudes going.
Dude, if she gets an OnlyFans,
It's
I'm
on.
going.
Whoa,
I'm
dog.
joining the ranks.
You'll be her only fan.
I don't know who this guy. Bridget. The Dog MD.
There you go, Z-Dog.
I don't know. I mean, look, yeah, there's people.
There we
Dr.
go.
Drew.
Dr. Drew's there? Well, hey.
I like how they fade the people out who are less relevant.
Yeah.
Like, that's totally not done on purpose.
Yeah. And they know that
They're like,
Tulsi
all
is
these people. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. They're just recycling these pictures. So here's what I wonder is if they created the account, said a nice thing, and then never touched it again.
Yeah. Probably.
Start making money doing what you love, Akujin. What are you doing?
Oh, look, they got coins.
Virtual wallets without fees from. Oh,
10 coins for a buck.
No.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Go.
Okay.
Hot.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
you can get 10 of Ruben's rubles for.
Ruben ruble. Go up again. Go up again. Go up again. Go to how much is it worth? I want to see it. I want to know.
Well, it's
Ruben's
10
rubles.
10 coins is 1 USD.
Ruben's
But how much
ruble
are they?
equals
That's how
10
much
cents.
they cost for you to buy. See how much they are worth down there. See what they say at least. How much is a coin worth? Okay, so they're not telling you what it's worth. They're telling you how much you can buy it for. Okay. Those are very different things.
Please note the higher cost of purchasing coins from the local app is due to the in-app purchase fees from Apple/Google. Ooh. Deflation right there.
Okay, so Apple and Google, they've got their hand.
Okay, but we don't know if that's real or if it matters. Like if I throw coins at you and they're made out of fucking plastic and feces, does it matter that I threw coins at you? No.
If you're trying to stay clean.
Virtual coins, bro. Where can you go wrong?
This is so much better than lemons.
It's fucking. Oh, hold on. Looking over here. Apparently, Rain is calling someone out for being a grifter, and he's going back and forth with Behemoth.
Ooh.
I think that it is so fucked up that Rain will get on this show. Not a fucking thing to say. But when he wants to have something, when he's got something to say, he will type and type and type and type and type, and then he'll get on the show and he'll fucking sit there.
Is today the day, Rain?
Rain, can you get on? No, just for me, okay? Can you get on and explain the thing you're talking about, just to entertain me? For those who don't know, I shit you not, this guy will get on the show and be like, "Hey, so what's up, Rain? What do you want to talk about?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing."
just see what's going on.
Fucking what? Where is he? Just says, "I like to think."
Find some headphones. There we go. Today's the day.
He's gonna get on the show. He'll have a topic. We've preloaded the topic with him. There is no way this cannot go good.
Yeah.
And he is fired up about this topic, so he has plenty to say. I'm looking forward to it.
Behemoth. I know he's out there in the chat stirring up the pot. This is what him and I do inside Akujin's chat all the time.
There you go. That's how you do it. Okay, so Akujin.
Mm-hmm.
How many Ruben coins have you bought? Or Ruben rubles?
None yet.
Rubles right here.
None yet. All right. How many are you gonna get?
Well, I don't know.
350. 350.
Depends on Tulsi Gabbard's work.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm down with this. Let's see what's up.
I didn't want to say this earlier, but fuck it. While we wait for Rainmaker, I'll go ahead and ask the question. How long do you think it'll be before like Ralph and them are on Chatterbait?
Now, what is Chatterbait? I'm lost. I don't know what.
Chatterbait.
Our leader doesn't know what it is either.
Chatterbait has standards.
Chatterbait is where the ladies would go before OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
When options were low.
Before
and there was no
Project Melody
Plex Storm and
destroyed them.
OnlyFans. Yeah, there was Chatterbait for them. I'm just saying.
I can see it happening.
I'm just saying. The Ralph Retort live on Chatterbait.
This only brings me sadness.
Only sadness.
There's no hope.
There is no happiness here. Just sad.
Oh shit, there he is. Okay, hey, Rainmaker. Can you hear me? How are you doing?
Hey, Rainmaker.
Don't hear anything yet. I see you going on and off though, so I know you're talking or trying to.
Don't worry, those Rainmaker haymakers are...
Okay.
They're building up.
Okay. Okay.
He found a way.
He did.
He did. I ain't saying it yet. No, I got hope. I got hope.
He's mad. I swear to fucking God.
I hear noises.
He is the worst guy. Just the worst guest. And I'm not even trying to be I underhand pitch. I just lobbed it right up there for him.
You should have got him a tee just to set the ball on.
Just a big old fucking just softball pitch. Right over the plate.
Do you need help learning how to use your medical alert device?
You require assistance.
Have you fallen down?
And you can't get up.
Rainmaker.
I see his name light up, but then there's no noise.
Are you... Blink if you're okay.
This is a weird thing. We were talking to him last night. How has he forgotten how to use Discord since then?
Well.
He
did have the streak to keep alive of coming on the show with nothing to fucking say.
Rainmaker, if you hit the little gear, you can go and do your audio settings and just change your mic.
I don't know how he does this. Every time.
Every
I have set him up with such an easy one here. It's a topic that he wants to talk about. So I'm like, okay, get in here and talk about it. Just for fun. And I swear to God. What happened?
He's like, hey, what's up?
Come on, Rainmaker.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh my God, there it is.
Whoa.
Coming through strong. There we go.
For some reason, my mic just wasn't working, just like last night.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Good
I
to
was
hear
just saying that chick was a big time grifter. The one you guys passed by. I wasn't expecting her to be. No, Carolyn Borisenko.
Oh, the lady that's like the psychologist or whatever.
Yeah, she makes YouTube videos, and the only way she ever really makes a point is just by saying "Oh, I do this for a job," but it's not even really a job she has. If you look up her credentials, she doesn't really have any. And then also her big thing about appealing to the right is that I went to a right rally and they were really nice to me, so now I'm on your guys' side for sure.
Oh, is she the lady that went to a Trump rally?
Yep.
Yeah,
and before that,
she
says
a lefty or somebody, and then
before that she said she was diehard Bernie, but it just took one rally to turn her right. So for sure
rally.
she really is.
Never once, boys. Never once.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you don't like her?
I just think she's a grifter. And what do you call it? I was surprised to see her on this thing, honestly.
You were surprised to see a grifter on Dave Rubin's website?
I was surprised that she had gotten that high up.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, that's some grift.
I was about to say, why is that surprising? What are you talking?
I just didn't think she was already like that high up in popularity.
Apparently the grift is strong with her.
Yeah.
Well, does anyone disagree with Rainmaker in here?
I can't form an opinion either way because I don't know enough about her. I do remember her story. I remember somebody did an interview with her. Maybe it was Dave that did an interview with her that I watched.
Yeah, probably. If she's on his website.
Fucking Dave Rubin. I don't know her. Leader, do you like her? Or do you want to climb on that hill? Do you know who she is?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea. She could be a grifter for all I know.
Oh.
I dare say it looks like that Rainmaker is going to have actually come on, said a thing, made a point. Nobody knew what he was talking about, but he did make a point about
Wasn't he arguing with Behemoth or somebody in the chat there?
I wasn't really arguing.
Oh,
I just said my piece, and he just thought that like everyone I disagreed with is a grifter.
Okay,
but I've never
hold
even
on.
called anyone a grifter.
Well, hold on. Behemoth, would you like to have a word with Rainmaker about how he thinks that everyone he doesn't like is a grifter? I'd listen to that conversation.
I'm for education.
I'll have it.
Rainmaker, remember, the thing you got to do when in these conversations is you go for the throat. That way they can't talk.
Okay, calm down.
Another thing you do is you don't take advice from Leader.
You know who does real well in these conversations, Rainmaker?
Everybody but Leader.
Yeah, I was gonna guess that too.
Actually, Leader did pretty good last week, man.
Well, Leader did really good against John Swan. I forgot about that until the other day when someone brought it up.
He did.
I have a wet paper bag that could do good against John Swan.
Oh, did you hear Leader said, I do well against plenty of people. And he does.
He was
all right. You guys want me to fight? Is that it?
No bully. I didn't. Calm down.
You were holding your ground last week. It was like the fucking trenches of World War I. There was no movement on the battlefield.
All right. So here's the thing. Last week when Neko came on, I found the entire thing completely disingenuous. Because when I watched the videos, they weren't let in. They were smashing.
Wait, what
their
video?
way.
Hold on. What are we talking? Where are we even at?
I watched some videos of like how they got into the thing, and there was a police officer who was like stuck between the doors as the police try to keep them out, getting like smashed in. I was being pretty. I was giving him a lot of leeway, but they weren't let in. They smashed their way in, and if anyone says that they were let in, that's a complete and utter fabrication.
Holy shit.
I tried bringing up the fact that, some police officer had gotten beaten with a fire extinguisher, and they're all like, he didn't get beat to death with a fire extinguisher, just fell on his head from 2 floors up. And I'm like, okay, maybe that happened. And then I went to go watch the video, and it turns out they started beating him after that happened.
They dragged some police officer out into the crowd and then started beating them with the American flag. And
that's grifting right there.
Hey, peaceful protest, my dudes. It seems completely peaceful. That's what you do in a peaceful protest.
Okay,
drag police officers out to the crowd and beat them to death with the American flag.
That's freedom.
We were talking about something, but all of a sudden, Leader just flung into a rage. He was like, "Okay, you guys want me to fight?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know if." And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna fight." And he just starts talking about some videos, and then he's talking about and down the line, I figured out he's talking about the Washington stuff.
He's got
but
back on that.
What? This has been on your mind. And you said who? Nico? It was you and
Sure,
Nico?
it was disingenuous as fuck. There's no, like he said, they
Nico
were let
was
in.
disingenuous to you.
Yeah, it seems that way because if you look at the videos, if you look at what happened, there's no way that any reasonable person could come away and with the, like, oh, it was just a protest. That's not what happened. If you look at any of this, the footage coming out of there, it was a riot. And anyone saying the opposite of that is just either lying or they're sticking their head in the sand.
Okay.
So there.
That did come out of nowhere. Like,
Well,
we
I
were
mean,
talking-
well, you were going on saying that a wet paper bag and whatnot.
I
I was
didn't
just
wet
trying to have a
paper- what are you
conversation.
talking about?
I was just trying to have
didn't
a
call
nice
you a wet
conversation
paper
with someone.
bag at all.
I was talking to Rainman. I think I said that you did really well against John Swan because he asked. Like, John, is that what happened? What are you talking about?
I just, I was just trying to have a conversation with Nico, and I didn't get mad. I've been like,
he's not even here. Is Nico here?
I don't think anybody was calling you a wet
He's just
paper bag.
flung
I think-
himself into a rage.
I just think people were saying you couldn't fight your way out of one, and that was what kicked it all off. Because you were like, no, what? Fuck you.
I didn't say that either.
Oh, I'm just trying to stir shit up.
I know.
shit.
I do kind of regret not sort of like being more aggressive last conversation because
You
like
should
the
have
more I look, the more I look into it, like it just feels like I was that Nico was being disingenuous.
Rainmaker, do you think that
Now that is
fighting his
that
way out
is
of one
a
paper bag?
harsh indictment, by the way.
I don't
to
think-
throw disingenuous on somebody. But go ahead.
I don't think
Rainmaker.
Nico was being disingenuous. I just think Nico really strongly believes what he believes. And I think like he was just, like believing in what he believes.
There is footage,
Listen to
right?
Rainmaker.
There is like a corridor, right? And you've got a
Yeah.
police officer stuck between a door as two crowds literally just slam at each other. And this guy's screaming out for help, and no one can help it because the protesters won't give an inch, and the police officers are just trying to help them back. And this guy's like in the middle of like getting the air kicked out of his lungs. I mean, and then it's like, oh,
The
they were
lung
peaceful.
kicked out of the air.
So the air kicked out of his
You're
lungs,
good.
right?
You're good.
And it's like, oh yeah, it's just a peaceful protest. They were just allowed in. Sure, they were allowed in maybe after they kicked down the doors, chased the police officers away. Maybe.
Well,
It's some bullshit.
Gadfly thinks that disingenuous is a bit much. Rainmaker thinks it's a bit much. Akujin, do you think it's a bit much to say that Nico was being disingenuous last week?
I think that them's fighting words.
Them's is fighting words.
I think at
like,
best Nico was probably just looking for reasons to believe what he believes. That's like the hardest.
Maybe that.
You're so fucking mad about this.
I am. I spent hours being like really reasonable with someone, and it just you just look at any of the footage coming out of it, and it just all seems like it was full of shit.
Okay, so you feel like you went in confident. You got talked down kind of into having the conversation on kind of a neutral level. And then afterward, you feel like things have been swayed heavily in your favor and fuck that guy.
No. What I feel is that I think that this stuff was out there already. I feel as if that I treated him with sort of like a level of respect. And I tried to have a conversation. And perhaps I shouldn't have done that. I should have been more aggressive with him.
Returned?
I feel as if,
He didn't get it back.
He circled the roundhouse, saying that essentially that the rioters and the protests are somehow different, and that the peaceful protests were just let in because they're completely separate people. I think we got that was his point tonight.
Okay, but,
And
I
a
mean,
big
you
part
gotta look
of
at how
this-
you're looking at this.
This was like a 2-3 hour conversation where the wagon was just being circled again and again and again. Whereas it's like,
No,
they're
wait, that's
peaceful.
not what circling the wagon means. But hold on.
Sure.
Hear me out, though. Hear me out. the way you're looking at the conversation, you're mad at a conversation. It ended fine, and it was fine when it ended, but you got mad at it afterward. Now, there's a reason for that. There's more to it. Do you feel that he lied in order to make you look foolish?
No, I don't know about that one.
I think he feels like he wasn't being as generous to him as he was to him.
Yeah, you could say that.
Not disingenuous, but disingenerous.
Maybe. And I've seen those videos, and he got up here and he was so confident that they were just peaceful protesters and that they had just let in. He must have said it about 20 times. They were just peacefully let in. And this was his like sticking point. And no one could say would get him down from this hill that the thing was just peaceful and they were peacefully let in. He even said it to Akujin. And you look at the footage that's come out, and that's just not the case at all.
Okay.
So the next time that you're
Hold
out
on
on a
though.
limb,
Hold on though. Give me a minute, Liz. That doesn't explain why you're so fired up. I mean, okay, you had a
What if
conversation
you've seen
and the resolution. All right, go ahead.
You've seen that clip, right? Where the police are waving them in. Now, what if that's the only thing that Nico had seen on the issue? Don't you think you would have a strong opinion that they were let in if that was the only thing you had seen? But you think that he was being unreasonable rather than uninformed?
Maybe Akujin. Maybe that was it, but it's still. I don't know.
you don't sound convinced.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way this panned out. If that was the only clip he went, then if he only saw one thing and he stood on that high horse for hours based on just that clip and the certainty he displayed there, that's a bit ridiculous in my books. Like to be so certain for hours. I remember we went around that wagon. We went on all the different branches, and nothing would would take Nigo down from there. All just peaceful protesters because he saw one clip. Okay, all right. Well, if that's it, fine, sure, whatever. Like if that's what it is, then I got nothing to say to that.
Well, the issue is that both videos exist if you search me. And he goes, a nice guy is too nice a guy to be purposely disingenuous. Wrong, maybe, but not disingenuous.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So, I mean, but you're fired up about it. And this is a week later. You're fired up a week later, leader. Fired up so much, in fact, that we were talking to leader. We were talking to Rainmaker about something. And you, out of nowhere, said, "You guys want me to fight?" And everybody's like, what?
I don't know. I don't know if it was about nowhere. I was like being accused of being a wet paper bag, and that I was losing fights, and that I'm not.
That's not what I said, leader. I said a fucking wet paper bag could make John Swan look stupid. That wasn't a reflection on you. That was a dig at John Swan.
And that was complimenting.
Wait, leader, did you fling into a rage because you thought he was talking shit about you when he made the wet paper bag thing?
Oh, come on.
Oh, he did. He's only mentioned it 6 times.
Misdirected anger here. There's so much
Maybe it's
anger
all
here.
right. It's been on my mind a bit. Okay?
It's been on your mind.
It's been on my mind.
What, since I said it 6 minutes ago?
Okay, I believe
I gotta
you.
be fair because I did the same thing. Like when I came on, and then like I felt like everyone was against me. It was on my mind for a week later, so I did the same thing.
Okay, why?
It doesn't feel like a week for what it's.
Okay, well, why do you guys feel like that? Like everyone's against you when you come on.
Well, when I argued about the Rittenhouse stuff, no one really was arguing with me. I don't know about leader.
Well, people did disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, but no one was like agreeing with me.
I don't know if people agree much. No, that's fair. I don't remember many people agreeing with you about Rittenhouse. That's fair. I remember that conversation. And people go in on leader every time he mentions anything, to be fair. But I didn't know it was so much so that he was just putting himself into, you want to see me fight? What? Calm down.
Hear the click of the switchblade.
But,
I like it.
I don't think anybody like dislikes either of you as people. They disagree with shit you say, but I don't think anybody dislikes either of you as like people. I don't think they know you enough to dislike you as people. I could be wrong.
Exactly. I think that.
So, yeah, that's fair. Do you? I don't know. Is that fair, leader? You're not saying anything, so I don't know if you agree.
People can dislike me.
I don't think they do.
Even if they do, they don't. That's fine. But I'm glad that people like me. If that's the case, that's positive.
I think more people like you.
Who the fuck is heartless enough to do?
It would be
You
kind
have
of
to
a
have
chore
no soul
to hate leader.
Leader is pretty like friendly and yeah.
He's a very jolly, very nice.
I know one
happy
YouTuber
guy,
who doesn't
except for
like
this
leader.
shit. You know a YouTuber that doesn't like leader?
Yeah. You know John Swan goes to sleep thinking about him.
Okay, wait, how?
Because he made him look like him. Well, no, he's never mentioned him.
The Mona Lisa thing.
Yeah, he never mentioned leader at all. But he's never tweeted at leaders that I've seen. So that probably shows that he thinks about him.
He might. You
Perhaps.
did drag something really dumb out of him. What? Okay, what's going on? I see the screen. What's going on, Akujin? Control your destiny. What did the pigs?
Well, Sir Pigglesworth said oink.
Oink.
You're the worst. You're just the worst.
Well, locals is for independent creators. Sir Pigglesworth, Von Judgington, third.
Third.
Von Judgington.
Oh.
He's
That's good stuff.
He's a fan.
Apparently.
Fair enough.
Official pig calling judge.
Akujin gave to.
I was told by my little sister that pig's name is Waddles.
Waddles.
Yeah. My little sister came to the room and saw it on screen and was like, why are they showing Waddles?
Because Waddles
Why are you showing
is
Waddles?
fucking... Destinies.
I did.
Fuck up.
Okay, so Waddles is cool now?
Yeah, he's from the TV show she watches.
Okay. Fair enough. Is there a story behind Waddles, or
Just a pig who does pig things?
just hanging out being a pig? Good talk, Rainmaker. Okay, so leader. Why do you feel like everyone's against you, for real?
I don't feel like everyone.
Okay, well, all right. Why did you carry that anger about the Nico interaction all the way to this week?
It's because I spent hours talking to a dude, being reasonable with him, and it felt like like a cursory glance of like material coming out of the White House.
It's just that you feel like
exactly that. It seems to rebuke his position, and there was no taking him down from this hill. That the majority of them were peaceful protests, and that they were let in peace. And it did when that wasn't coming, when that didn't happen at all. And so the thing is that, you know, it was just a fucking waste of time. The dude wasn't listening to us at all. And it was just based on one video. That's a sad turn of events, that like he can feel so strongly about something based on a clip out of it.
Based on the clip out of it.
Based on a clip. When there seems to be multiple that like run counter to what that clip was.
Sounds to me like Lita had his first internet argument. And it's like,
Oh, no.
why are they not being nice?
I don't care about them being nice.
He seems to feel like Nico was fucking with him.
90% of the time, depending on who you're talking, I know you may get a different opinion because you've been hanging around here. Like, people are surprisingly reasonable. But most people will never, ever agree with you or concede an inch.
Yeah.
Especially when they're invested in something.
Unless you're like involved in their life personally, people probably will never listen to you.
Sure, but you can hear. When someone's like disagreeing with you, when someone's like vehement like that, you can sort of see the stubbornness come through in everything they say. Because usually you'll say something that runs counter them, and then they'll just be like, they'll just repeat their initial statement, and so the wagon is circled, and so then you would repeat that, and then they would go back and sort of like you can see those types of people from a mile off. I guess my expectations were a little bit off.
I feel like he's putting a lot of negative on Nico. Like, you feel like he was duping you.
Wagon rider and shit.
Am I right? Like, you're saying this shit like you feel he pulled the wool over your eyes or some shit. Like he was duping you.
Yeah, that's close. It just feels like a waste of my time that, you know, I was being like more reasonable to him than he was to me. That there was like he was very like ardent in his points based on not much, it seems.
What say you to the criticism of Krubu for 2 from Water Jammers for 2, who said Krubu said for 2 that they are disingenuous because they disagree with me. Leader 19.
I don't find Krubu disingenuous. I think Krubu and I had a great conversation, and you know we disagreed on points, and that's fine. I didn't finally. I had like thank you, Krubu, for bringing yourself up because you're a great point. Because we had a disagreement, and it didn't end out like that. There was no point in which Krubu wasn't. He was ardent on points, and we disagreed about issues. But I don't know. Maybe I'm being fucked up about it.
You probably are, Lead. I mean, you're carrying that cross for a week. It was a discussion, and you're carrying it for a week. So something is up.
Dude, I was talking to him, and I don't know. It struck me with how like ardent and how like he was so convinced that like these were just peaceful protests, and this belief came through in such a way to just like these are just peaceful protests, and he used that to like shut down the conversation.
You feel like he shut you down?
Oh well, in some points, yeah.
Well, then
it's nonsense. It's not the case at all.
I think you just think he wasn't being like generous enough. Like it's not about being genuine because like I said, I think he believed everything he said. It's just about like he didn't want to meet you halfway. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Maybe that's it. Maybe I expected better. Maybe my expectations are just off, but
well. It does sound like he got you fucking sideways a little bit. All right, but maybe you should just hit him up about it. Like, you don't have to be mad for a week.
Yeah.
Like, you can see the thing and be like, okay, I'm going to hit him up because this is pissing me off. And then that should do it, right?
Maybe.
This is how ridiculous dramas get started and go on forever.
Yeah.
And then you can't remember why you were mad at somebody. Because it was really over either a misunderstanding or nothing.
I am not one to hold a grudge for too long. Just thought this. I don't care.
You hold a grudge about this at all?
No, I wouldn't. It just annoyed me. I just found it fucking annoying.
Well, speaking of annoying, American Gadfly for $2 says, I'm offended that I didn't trigger leader for a week.
That's sad.
You weren't that
Man.
memorable.
It was Nico this week, Gadfly. Nico is the one who got him.
Nico got the prize.
Yep. God damn. It's so funny. I don't know, I'm not being shit. It's just weird that just the way that you immediately jumped into that is like, damn. It's just been sitting on his noggin for that long.
Oh.
And breaking news. It's kind of related to what you're talking about. Donald Trump has been impeached for the second time.
Yeah, I'm watching that right now.
Oh shit! Well, the riots are about to start then.
He is the only president in history to be impeached twice.
Yep. Well, to be fair to Leader, if he's probably been seeing this stuff too all week, so it's probably been riling him up.
To be honest with you, I wasn't sure that I know that they wanted to, but I wasn't convinced they would go through with it.
What seems stupid, the impeachment proceedings would take longer than the time he's going to be left in office.
Yeah, but the point is that he won't be able to run again. That's like the main point of this.
Mm-hmm.
Must be doing something right. They're so fucking threatened.
Seriously.
I suppose that's kind of a straw man argument, though, because somebody could be legitimately shitty and that wouldn't mean they're doing something wrong. So I suppose what I just said is somebody should have said it before I did.
No.
I mean,
cell phone though, so now you all miss out.
I figured you'd get there.
You found your way there yourself, you know. He's cute. So, I don't know, man. History and shit being made. Do you, any thoughts on that from any of the gallery here?
I think if there was a chance of riots, I think that chance has just gone up.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, even if Trump, even if he's lost a lot of his general support, he's got a lot of diehards right there. So got a lot of people who diehard believe, are MAGA supporters. So they're going to be pretty pissed off when they find out that he can't even again.
I guess maybe, yeah. I don't know, man.
You don't think there's the chance of riots has gone up?
Well, I don't like to predict that kind of thing.
No, you're not predicting. I'm just saying that I think that there's like maybe it was ultimately a good thing, that he's getting impeached. Yeah, maybe, but I do think that this is going to piss a whole bunch of people off. I'm not saying that there will or not be riots. There will or will not be riots. I just think that if there is going to be, the chances have gone up. There will be riots.
There will be riots, he says. How fucking bleak.
There might be
one
one
run
more
on the streets.
Oh fuck! Calm down.
There might just be one more, and that's it, though. I don't see
Maybe
like
one
a
more,
whole.
you said?
Yeah, I don't see like a whole bunch more happening, but I see just like one more happening, maybe.
You think we'll get one more riot? You say?
Well, there were other like Capitol houses that were stormed on that same day too that don't get much coverage. So I think there's going to be at least like one town out of how many towns does America have that gets a little too sideways about it.
Oh, maybe. One town that gets a little too sideways about it. I like how he said it so chill like that. One town.
Well,
could
even
get a
if they
little
were to
sideways.
riot, they're not going to riot today because they got them ready. In fact, they was sleeping, and they were literally sleeping out in the hallway up where they were doing the proceedings.
One thing I did see is that they have walled off the Capitol, the White House. They got walls, barricades, guns, military. It's like, okay,
Yeah, literally the military.
they
was
mean it
asleep
now.
in the wall, and they were literally sleeping in the hallway. It's hilarious. They ready. They ready this time. They ain't nobody stupid enough to riot while they are at full capacity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There might be one more, but then when they see how the pushback is, no one's going to want to keep going.
Yeah, like the chances of dying has increased on that level right there. Yeah.
What do you call it? There was this White House staff, or I think it was FBI staff that made that had a meeting the other day, and instead of saying exponentially, they say geometrically.
Geometrically.
Yeah.
That doesn't make.
They said you're seeing these cases go up geometrically of like terrorists.
How do you convert that?
I mean, that makes less sense than
It's like
any other thing to say.
exponentially to the left
Yeah.
and right.
The dude was
Incrementally
sweating.
would have been better.
Exactly. The dude was sweating like hardcore. You could see his like bald head getting more and more wet.
Fucking
Trigonomically.
Trigonomically.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
The
Instantaneously. Oh god.
the whole thing with going back and forth on the internet, leader, is that you cannot let that matter at all. Never mind matter enough to where you like that was a crazy switch you did earlier. I don't even remember what we were talking, but it was something with Rainmaker that was totally different. And you're like, "Oh, you guys want to hear me fight?" And then you just left.
Left the ballpark. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
leader,
I'm
you
sorry.
Well, no, you're allowed to do it, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying you don't want to carry that around all the fucking time. What are you doing?
Leader's passionate.
I thought it was great. I enjoyed Leader's re.
Is that what it was? It was a Ray. Okay.
That was definitely a re, but it's fine. Like
It was a short.
I enjoyed it. I don't know about anyone else, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you kind of went off.
Chosen a pretty.
He did. He
No,
appreciated
man.
it.
Like, dude, you're human. Like, I'm not gonna tell a person who how he should feel about a certain topic. If he was tilted, that for me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna address it like right then and there, and then call it a day.
Well, I mean,
Now,
the problem was that we had this discussion, I guess, and then afterwards, like, I just sort of like reviewed some of the footage, and it was like, it just didn't appear to be that way at all. It's like I've been lied to.
Well, this is my thing though, leader. And this is I don't know if this was addressed because I was kind of going in between with the stream and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I took the time to go back and listen to the stream. I can agree with you on certain points, but I have to be honest with you. I didn't see everything that was going on at Capitol Hill myself until after the fact. It was
A
like a
lot of
couple
people
days
didn't.
after,
That's the way that the
and
media
a lot of that
works.
stuff was not. Yeah, a lot of that stuff was not coming out
Yeah,
until
sure,
like
but
after. And
yeah,
like
yeah.
to me, like you used the word disingenuous, and I feel like that's a kind of a strong connotation to latch to
Like,
somebody.
disingenuous is
If
when somebody knows that they're full of shit and they're doing it anyway, like what Augie did when he came on.
I mean, you could say the word I would have said would probably be ignorance, but I would say
Man.
most people were ignorant because they like to be ignorant. That means you don't know all the facts. Like not everything was not out at that time. Because
I mean,
really
everyone
it
was
just
ignorant
happened.
to think that it wouldn't happen to begin with. Like, a lot of people who didn't think it would happen were ignorant to that fact.
I
It
mean,
just happened.
so two things. Sure, I'll walk back the disingenuous. I think that's fair. Maybe that was just in my head. But second, I mean, but you weren't up here like arguing with me for like 3 hours or so, saying that this was 1000% a peaceful protest, and you're just fucked up about it if you believe otherwise.
No, that's true. I mean, I would not argue with you for 3 hours about nothing.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, maybe an hour, but that like you're gonna only get an hour of my time, and that's only if I'm very very passionate about a specific topic, like sex work or something. Because I feel like that sex work conversation we had before, that one was like, yeah, I'm a strong disagree on that, and tell you my points and just get out the way. And that's how I operate.
Well, those
Very
Like,
sex
it's just-
work, they're the topics that matters.
and they're the topics that matter.
That's the shit you want to make.
That's worth getting on a hill over.
Well, we need to be talking about whether or not Trump's going to go on OnlyFans. Because at this point, it's the only site that'll take him.
Well, no,
Hey, look,
we talked about
only
ChatterBait. There's going to be Pornhub. Pornhub has a streaming gimmick.
Locals.
Yeah, locals, they'll take him. Right.
Pornhub didn't risk 6 million videos. They're not going
Get
to
paid
risk
in
Trump.
Ruben rubles. Oh, by the way, guys, we didn't talk about it, but Trump was banned.
Yeah.
Trump was banned. What?
He got banned from YouTube.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he did. He did get.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, I
that
didn't see
doesn't
that
surprise
coming.
me at all. That doesn't surprise me.
No surprise on that one.
Who is
but still.
fondling their microphone?
Fondling?
Somebody's cupping microphone balls right now.
Oh.
Cupping
Definitely not
microphone balls.
Whoever it was, they knew who I was talking to. They stopped.
Well, you were making up phrases. You stop people in their tracks with it, but okay. So Trump on Pornhub?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm telling you, they didn't risk 6 million videos. Where did they risk?
No, never mind. Pornhub did put out a Trump ban.
God
Wait,
damn
what?
it. Ah.
Told you they wouldn't risk it.
That was after they actually just recently lost money too because of that whole CP thing that was going on.
Yeah.
Poor Pornhub.
Oh well. As more people get banned, I keep seeing more and more streaming services I've never heard of come out the woodwork.
Doesn't it seem like one pops out every other day? You're like, what? Who?
Yeah.
That's
I'm like,
because
what
somebody
the heck
gets
is this?
banned and then they go on Google and search free streaming service, and anything that's available they take it.
Anything that pops up.
It's
Yeah.
like
Anything
fucking
that
last
pops up.
call at the bar. You know, they'll go home with any ugly whore that's still there and drunk
true.
enough to fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I
10
don't
strikes
like that
in, she
comparison.
looks like an angel.
But you know what's even funnier though? It was a trend I noticed. Like whenever someone like Ralph, right? he gets banned. Because I believe he just got banned for a month on D Live, right?
Yep.
Hold on, wait, stop. Wait, he was actually banned from D Live?
Well,
Yeah, for a whole month.
suspended for a month.
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice.
He's
And
on something else now, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that he gets banned for a month, and then immediately after he tweets that out, you got someone like Augie saying, "Yeah, I'm leaving D Live." Like,
Yeah.
but they're not friends, right?
I'm not gun guard, bro.
Like, I'm not. I don't look.
Let me just
I
move
shouldn't
what he
be making I shouldn't make assumptions based off of that. I know that's wrong, but I just find it really funny.
Well, he made a video about D Live where he like goes after them for going after Bait Alaska and Nick Fuentes.
It wasn't when everybody else was getting banned last week. It was only when Ralph was doing it. I'm just like, what the heck?
I mean, well, listen, I feel as if Oi is an edgy boy. Perhaps he feels as if he would be allowed to sort of like do his edgy boy content there. Who the fuck?
Oh, he loves look. They look up to Ralph. Like, I think that's a pretty obvious thing.
I hope
They
not,
look,
man.
Dude, they do. They really do, man. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they do.
Ralph has personified. He's set up this this character for himself as the bad boy, the rebel that won't bend the knee. You can't abort the retort.
Right.
You know.
Like that's who he's
The
inspired
fucking
by.
Jesse
Like,
James made himself
like, it's
out
not
to
a
be
mistake.
James Dean
All right,
of
two
fucking
things.
streaming.
Marino is saying Trump was definitely impeached again. It wasn't just proceedings. It happened. He's been impeached again.
Yeah.
And from Willow, Pornhub did not ban Trump. Just a meme.
Oh.
All right, so there's hope. Thank God.
There is hope. Quote unquote.
I really
hope.
want to see that. I really want to see
not
that.
what Obama was talking about.
This ain't the change.
This ain't the change they were talking about.
This is not the change, I believe.
Now
Trump
it's
on
promised
Pornhub.
75
That's what I
cents.
want. I want it just for the meme itself.
Trump on Pornhub.
I want a verified Trump account.
See who he follows.
Yes.
You're terrible.
I only want it just so I can screenshot it and then tweet it out. That's just, man, that is just a meme in itself. Oh man, I love it. Like, I don't care if he got the platform. Like, I don't care really when most people get the platform, because clearly they've done something. Like, I just look at it, I'm like, it's not like in most cases they have done something to create this chaos.
Well, I mean, like, what was it? There's Dr. Disrespect. He got banned from Twitch, and he ain't done nothing.
But we don't know that. That's
well,
I was banned for one of
saying?
the cleanest Twitters I've ever seen. I said no naughty words on my Twitter ever.
You're
Never
a
did.
hateful, right wing Nazi.
Oh, that's right.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So
Something.
clearly, Tonka, you did something.
I had to go.
Oh yeah, you had to get the fuck out of there.
Fucking
But
edgy boy Tonka.
in most cases that I've seen, something has been a chaos has been created that has caused a controversy where these people have to cut cords. We've seen it with Austin, was it Alex Jones? We saw it with Alex Jones.
Oh yeah.
That was a big one, and
That was
most
a
people
big
are
one.
comparing what happened to Trump to Alex. Let's see. Leafy got fucking banned. Like, he just got straight yeeted off of everything. Like I mean, those are the two that I can think of just right off the top that have happened in recent years. I'm sure that there's more, but it's just like when you see that, like clearly something was done to create that chaos.
I don't know, man. I think some of these platforms are drunk on their own power, and they ban people.
It could
They'll
be.
ban thing.
It could be. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that they have a lot, like they don't have a lot of power. But at the same time, we all could get banned and yeeted off of platforms just as easily, right? So
Sure.
and, like I mean, for me, if I was to get banned, I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna be like, well, I had a good run.
Sure, but I mean, like, you know, if you did make something out of this, and you know, you were making an income on YouTube,
Right, but
or on one of
most
these
people make incomes off of YouTube, but I'd imagine most who are smart don't have it all in one basket. They have it elsewhere, right? So if you're
You would
putting all
hope-
your eggs in one basket, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. So I mean, you kind of just fucked yourself.
Putting all of your lemons in one basket wasn't very wise either.
Yeah. So if you're not smart enough to broaden your horizons and actually make a legitimate business, then you know you're fucking yourself. Like you can like just for example, if King was to get wiped off of every platform of existence, it's not gonna matter. You want to know why?
Because
Because
nothing
he
of
literally
value
can
would be
he can
lost.
adapt.
Well,
Nothing
the
of
only-
value would be lost, but think about it. He could get wiped off of the face of this earth on social media, and he still would figure out a way to make money.
Well,
He-
I
there's
mean,
no
I'm pretty
reason
sure
for
like King's already made his money on social media, though.
that's true enough, but once again, he can still make more elsewhere. Like he has that wave. Like he has that presence about himself where he can literally adapt to any climate. He's literally the most uncancelable person in existence.
Keemstar?
I don't know
I don't know
about him.
He's pretty uncancelable.
I could show you clips, man, where Keemstar's going on, you know, where Keemstar's screaming from the hills saying how much he doesn't care about mental health, you know, how that's
Yeah,
really.
I mean,
He
I've seen
almost
this.
got
Yeah, I've seen-
earlier this
yeah,
year. I don't know.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen pretty much everything this dude has ever done.
Well, remember,
And,
even his own supporters are going against him right now, auditing them.
It's not even that. He's not uncancelable. He almost got God earlier this year.
And he's been got
Oh,
before.
for what?
He lost sponsors and shit like that.
Are you talking about from 2020?
Yeah, I said earlier. Earlier last year.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
That's why he went
But
back
like I said,
so
he
hard
has
at
others.
H3 is because he did
Yeah,
get gutted a lot.
That was a big sponsor of his for sure. But like I said, it doesn't matter. he wound up getting another one.
You know,
Like,
you want to
it's just
know, like, since we're talking about like H3 and Keemstar, sorry, you know, it was my impression from that whole H3 Keemstar thing that Keemstar used Ralph to like target H3. So that's what I thought about that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I know that's a big claim, like, and I didn't get the screenshots at the time, but like, I'm pretty sure as to who lost all of like H3's stuff. I'm pretty sure it was Ralph and the crew, like working their magic. Sorry.
Well, when you look at their
I mean-
crowds, they're very similar. The
I mean, just look
anti-H3
at-
crowd and Killstream crowd.
I mean, just look at what he did last year. He put out a deep platforming campaign on a YouTuber, caused a war between him and another creator, created a whole other war between cross platforms, called out multiple people for being pedophiles when they weren't, and he still hasn't been canceled. Like he's done a lot.
But nobody will say anything about it.
And no one will say that because look, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying that he's not cancelable.
Look,
He has done all this atrocious shit,
nobody's
and yet he has all these backers behind him.
Nobody is untouchable.
I would love to think that. I would love to think that, but I still
He's
have
got a cap.
Until that happens, I really don't. I really can't be convinced.
Right now,
Like,
you're
I've-
putting
like,
him
I'm
in the
literally looking
category
at
of Alex Jones, and I don't see him as Alex Jones.
Well, Alex Jones, he's been around for couple
Yeah, I know
decades
he's
now.
been around forever, but he has a
Like, he's
dedicated
been-
fan base. So when he got banned off of YouTube, he had the money and the support to go and create his own platform. I don't see King
Right,
being
and that's the
able
same
to
thing
do
that-
that if it was required.
Team supporters are underage and don't have jobs usually.
I agree with that. The way Akujin has framed that seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I can agree with that. He would need to have some sort of backing. I would agree to some extent. Now, of course, you got to understand he also has a podcast too. Like he has several podcasts.
Spotify removed Alex Jones, too.
Spotify and stuff like that. Like he's multi-platformed.
Yeah, but Spotify even removed Alex Jones too.
That's true. Like I said, if that was to happen, and they do all of that, like I said, even if he doesn't come back, like he's made his money. Like he pretty much, he has a W no matter what, even if he gets an L.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I
Saying
don't
that you
believe
made
that,
enough
like, someone
money
like
to
him-
cash out
Yeah.
is different from claiming someone.
Like I said, that's an if. But
It's
like I
probably
said,
not
this
even money
dude has
about
been
him.
like
Probably not
he's
even
like
about money to him.
it's really not. It's more just like to feed his ego.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could cancel Cam and it wouldn't defeat his ego, but sure.
No, I mean it would probably make him tilted if he got multi-platform canceled. He
Yeah,
would probably
sure.
tilt it. Like he's definitely like he enjoys the praise of other people.
I could see him going Joe Tiger on, what do you call it, Susan?
Joe Tiger.
Oh,
Are you talking about
Joe.
Tiger King?
Oh.
Yeah. I can
With
see him going
Joe
Joe.
Exotic?
Yeah, Joe Exotic on Susan Wojcicki.
He could.
Oh my god.
Still haven't seen. Kind of glad I don't get that reference.
It's a pretty messed up.
It's not the best or worst thing. It's weird.
It's pretty entertaining.
It's
if
an
you
all-American
like seeing
tale.
trash.
As someone that loves America, I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet.
Makes you think I love America.
Oh, I thought you did. My bad. I thought I heard
You
you
are
say
mistaken, my friend.
Akujin's been brought back to the Australia's the best land.
I never fucking left.
Well, no, I just want to.
Like you did with all like.
I'm
the
not
guns
invested
and,
in American politics because I fucking love America.
Well, I just wanted to pop in for a bit and say hey and everything, chill out with y'all. But I do have to head out. I hope y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Jason. It was a pleasure. Listen.
Yeah, same to you.
All right, appreciate it.
Be
Y'all
safe,
have a good one.
Joseph. So, do you feel better, leader?
I feel better, thank you.
I feel better, thank you. He's so serious. Fuck. Okay.
I don't know, man. I would have
Nico
liked it better
traumatized me,
if
man.
it was here.
There's some trauma.
Well, I have had a fun. I don't know.
We've
a
went
fun
from pig calling to
yeah, a fun go round on the show because it went many places, and I think fucking Keemstar and H3 is where you two ended up landing, but we'd been many places before that.
Yeah.
So that's a good enough journey for me, I think. It's not a bad one at all.
Nope, I'm not going to complain.
The Lemonstand over at D-Live seems like it's going to be closed for a while. Maybe people will go back, or maybe they'll declare it dead, and now their new best friend is this corporation that's definitely going to ban them as soon as they realize that they're there.
Yeah.
As soon as they find out they're there, they're going to get rid of them. But hey,
bye-bye.
Any port in a storm, boys. Any port in a
I
storm.
guess so, huh?
So, any other things? Hold on. I got to check another thing I didn't know. Look at this. Yes. I don't know. Are there any other things?
Nah, that's good with me, man.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Seems like we have round and about gotten.
Round and about. Got to the conclusion.
4.
Round and or about. Well, if that's the case, do you have anything? I don't know. We talked about a bunch of different things. So, is there anything on any of the things that you still want to add any of the thing to the anything about?
That's a lot of things.
Oh, what was the name of that? What was the name of the? Why is that thing?
What thing?
Name of some.
Something we talked about
Oh.
today. Trovo.
Yeah. If you have stocks in Trovo, now's the time to sell.
Yeah.
What's Strobo?
Exactly.